And then she said, but why does it look like that?
Well, that's what happens when you involve a horse. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Oh, what's up, everybody? Can everybody hear us? Is everything coming through fine? Hope everyone's having a good night. It is Friday. It's a little weird just because I was off work today. And we got some work done, so it feels like you were saying it feels like a Saturday, but it's really Friday. Saturday's still yet to come.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's nuts. Actually,
it's been crazy. Like, oh yeah, we did get so, thank you, Outlaw.
For $9.99 says first the Rooster stream now here.
Yes.
What's up, boys? Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
But yeah, like I already played some Call of Duty. I've edited.
Yeah. Oh my God, Matt for 10 says, guys, how am I supposed to intake the shitstorm of people losing their minds from Tom and Ben when y'all want to go live?
Oh, yeah. The comments have been fire. Let me tell you, like they have been hilarious. So
yeah, it's because we've talked about this every time that we react to Tom, or like whenever we cover a topic that's going to be controversial, where it's like, okay, like we're going to be labeled a certain way,
right?
You know, whatever. Even though like it's not the case at all. We just took in some music, so there's always going to be people that are butthurt about it, and there's people that are like, oh, I'm unsubscribing, and it's like, okay, whatever, dude.
It's like, okay, well then that's fine, but
we've got the people here that we want to be with, and we have just an awesome audience, and you guys are always, super positive and just supportive, and it's not monetary, it's the fact that you guys click and you want to watch and all that, like that means a lot, especially in the YouTube game, because didn't you say that the other day where it was like it's the best paycheck that we can get is people wanting to tune into what we're watching, so
yeah.
But yeah,
oh, Mexico City, she changed her name.
What's up, bitches?
Oh man.
Neil Allen says, my wife needs the huge lightning bolt mug. She made me stop the facts video and geeked out.
Oh, that's the Harry Potter mug. Yep. I actually got that at Giant Eagle. It was like $15, I think, or $18. I don't know.
Cameron says, question, not sure if you've answered this before, but why did y'all stop reacting to Dance Gavin Dance? I really enjoyed y'all reacting to them. First and foremost, we love Dance Gavin Dance. They're awesome. We did a few songs, and then some of the stuff with Tillian came out, and we weren't sure whether or not it was true or whatever, because we were kind of at a disadvantage being so new into them, so we kind of stopped for a while. And once the allegations proved to be false, or at least from what what was coming out about it, we decided to jump back into them again, and we did borderline like 3 in a row, like off of Jackpot Juicer, and then I think we also did Inspire the Liars, and just it did not do well. People didn't show up. Even if you go back to those videos compared to like a healthier video, like even over time, they have not been pushed, and we don't know if that's just a YouTube algorithm thing, or if it's something to do with the whole Tillian situation, which is really unfortunate. But again, like going from they just released this brand new album to Tim passes away.
Right.
And it's like, oh my God, they're dealing with that. And then these allegations come out about Tillian. Like, it was just like, it was kind
all at once.
A lot of stuff. So again, like we've taken them in on our own, and we've listened to stuff, like not their entire thing, but like, we've been able to kind of just relax a little bit and not worry about it so much, just because we've had to do that with certain groups where like, it's just, they are good, and people, do listen to them on Spotify a lot, but unfortunately Spotify numbers don't match up with YouTube numbers.
Correct.
Because they're staggeringly different. So, but yeah, so let's see here. Mike for 10 says, hey boys, been a minute. My health has finally improved since we last spoke. Awesome. Says, now my physical health has spiraled. Have 4 completely collapsed vertebrae in my mid back.
Oh, geez.
Dude, oh my God, dude, take it easy, relax, heal up, do your thing, whatever the doctor's telling you to do. Man. So,
damn. And then I did see somebody ask about if I was working out. No, I mean not really.
Well, you did the bike, but yeah.
But like, no, I just been watching my calories.
Let's see.
Here, different beverage containers are my life. We will be going through a lineup of my cups here in the future.
Let's see. The dude asks, do you guys do this on this channel or your podcast channel on reviewing movies? Now, to be clear, we don't just review movies on the podcast. That's like just open topic based. We kind of just talk about anything else. But where you get this type of a live is on Rykerroad. But when it comes to the Cavecast, that's more of like on a phone and just hanging out and doing stuff. So it's one of those that I would love to be able to have the setup of what we do for the Cavecast and go live like that, because we technically can. It's just with the room and how it's set up and making sure both of us can see chat, all that stuff. Like it's just easier to do it that way. So when you're in front of a computer with two screens in front of you, it's a lot easier to manage a live and keep your stuff. So, but all right, so
WizKid.
For 5 says, "What's up? You guys fucking rock, and remember, fish are friends, not foot. No, they're actually tasty, and I will eat Nemo."
Thank you.
It's awesome, man. Let's see, I saw Brad was in here. What's up, bud?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
It's the Outlawed again for 999. Says Ben proved his point about Karens in the comments. Yeah.
Apparently, from what I've been hearing and reading, he wrote his own stuff. And that a lot of it was like kind of like recycled tweets or something that like he had already basically said. So I don't know how true that is, but yeah, I know like this much as far like I know who the dude is. I've seen some clips of his debates, and again, it's just one of those like you see a person, you hear a name, you're like, all right, and then he was on there. I'm like, oh God, what is he really gonna do? And then he just started rapping. I'm like, no way. So. Like it was fun.
I didn't know what we were getting into, but again, I figured it was going to be AI. Like I really was thinking that Tom was going to again like take the piss out of everything and just be like, okay, like this is what it would be like if Ben was here, but it would be top notch. But Ben's not a part of it. He was, so it's just it's mind blowing. 2024 is unreal. Excuse me, Alex Brooks. It says, "Hi guys, all the way from Northern Ireland. Love the content. Always depend on you two to help me when I'm having a bad day. Single dad working full time with 2 kids, and you guys help me through the bad days."
Hell yeah,
represent.
Hell
man.
yeah, and thank you,
man. We have a lot of love for our single parents out there, man. That's just that is. I know that is not an easy thing, and the fact that you find enjoyment out of what we do and find comfort in it, that's just huge, man. It really means a lot.
Somebody said Ben is interesting. I like and dislike him at the same time. Like, right.
Yeah,
and
same.
Here's the thing, as I was going to touch on, is that we had people that were commenting that were saying things like, I think Ben is shit, blah, 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 but love your channel and all this stuff. That's the kind of stuff that, like, that's what we want. Like, you can disagree with stuff or whatever, but, like, if you're here for us, be here for us. Like, I guess that's the thing, is that we're going to watch stuff. We have a plethora of other videos that is not this.
Yeah.
And people are talking about like, oh, all the reaction channels are just doing this stuff because that's probably where the money's at. It's like, there's a lot more videos on there than just this. So
real quick, Lee's in here, guys. If you, Lee,
yes.
AJ, Peyton, if any of them jump in here, they are fellow reactors. Ron as well too, who is Thunder Rooster. Make sure if you see them, you go to their page, you like their videos, you subscribe, all that stuff. I know that Lee has been doing. I know I think from what he said was that he's active on Twitch.
Yes.
And he also he does music reactions. He also does some horror reactions. He's reacted to some of my scary stories, but he also reacts to like Mr. Ballin and just some really solid content. And he's a lot of fun to watch. So definitely go give him some love. So let's see here. Fifi Anderson for $5 says, "Watching you from Australia. Love your work." Holy shit, man. Yeah, I think it's noon for them right now in Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that I heard that they're like like 18 hours or 16 hours ahead or something. So
let's get crunk. Let's go.
Sloan Shark for 2 says, "Need a whole album by just Ben Shapiro rapping."
There are people talking about how it had this very much like epic rap battles of history vibe, and I agree. I agree. Like it had that kind of like flow to it, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Ron is here. Yeah, Thunder Rooster.
Oh,
guys,
what's up?
Go give him love too, man. Let's see. I'm assuming maybe AJ and Vicky will probably pop in here as well too. So make sure you give them love. Let's see here, and then Luke Force for 5, man. Appreciate you. Let's see. Will we react to more ink in the future? Absolutely. Yeah. Let's see.
9:20 a.m. Okay, in Australia.
Oh my God.
It's 8:20 p.m. in Ontario, Canada.
So yeah, so like they're in the same time zone.
Home from now. I smell like pizza. Oh hell yeah. Oh, do you work at a pizza shop? Like I always hate, like almost had like a weird love-hate with stuff like that when you worked places like that where like you smell like it, but like you kind of like the smell in like a weird way, but yeah, it's like foul.
Oh, Fifi Anderson says for 2. Thank you again. Says it is noon. I'm the one who has your Ronnie shirt. So on the Facebook that she took the tattoo.
Okay, yeah.
That was really awesome. And guys, if any of you guys purchase merch of any kind, send it to our personal messages or send it to the Facebook group, Discord. Like, let us know that you're wearing it, man. Like it's just really awesome. It's cool to see that stuff.
Let's get crunk. Yeah, I did say that.
WizKid, cool idea. And remember private suggestions, and Eric picks one and uses it on a random episode, or maybe that's dumb. Love to Lee and AJ.
Love to Lee. Oh, hell yeah.
Let's see. Wait, private suggestions? I'm trying to think of what that means. Because we don't do individuals or anything, so
I think it was just worded wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Little Caesars. I work pizza here. I smell like pizza. Oh my god.
It's just that it was even worse like when I worked at Burger King, where it was that like the grease on top of it from the fryers and then like everything else. Mm-hmm. What's up, Devil Dog 22?
Oh hi. Go ahead and change this up. We'll do.
You need a Rykerroad beverage container. I don't know. We have Rykerroad mugs on the bonfire, but that they're not like ridiculous. But
it's the we get it, Ronnie. It's those. I think we have a music junkie one too. It's been a while.
Yeah. I've got to do some thinking and revamp things as well.
We actually did react to Pittsburgh by Amity Affliction. Because we basically what ended up happening is that we had a lot of people mad for a while that we didn't finish the Amity Affliction trilogy that we started, and we got through 1 and 2, and just number one, they didn't do well, and there were other things that were happening on top of that of like new releases where it was like, okay, like we'll get to it if we get to it, and it just never happened. But Pittsburgh is one of them. I believe that's the music video where they destroy all their instruments in water. So. Marquis XL $5. Shapiro's first.
Low Shapiro's.
Oh my God. Low Shapiro.
Oh man. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Tie My Shoe.
And then I saw somebody say, try having a work shirt feeling like wax because of the grit. Right. It's that like nylon fucking what do they call that? Like a button up shirt that they give you. Fucking oh no.
Do we have Instagram? Yes, we do. All the links are in the description. So if you want to connect with us, and that way you can find podcasts, Patreons, all that stuff. So, whole smell thing. I work in the back of a trash truck. Ooh. Cheers to you, sir.
Yeah.
You are making America work. Lace It. We did a reaction to that. So we pretty much covered how we felt about it in that video, but if it gives you any kind of inkling, I've actually put that song on repeat for many days and have just vibed to it.
Oh, really?
Dude, it's so good. Because I really love the perspective that Eminem has on it, where he was like when he ends the main phrase, like, look, I'm not lecturing you, like, just be careful when you, like,
right.
That whole idea of that he understands that, there's young people that are going to want to experiment, try stuff, where it's like, look, I can't stop you from making stupid decisions, but be smart about it.
Yep.
And I know it sounds weird, but yeah, so.
And we got 136 people in here. What's going on, guys?
Holy shit. It's wild. I used to work at Subway. I smelled like onions all the time.
Yeah.
That happened to you when you worked there?
Yeah, a little bit, but it was definitely, I feel like it was worse at a fast food joint, like a burger joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom and Ronnie colliding, making a song together, that would be cool. Collabing.
They're going to collide. No, we don't do reactions to movies. We've thought about doing something extra on Patreon, but that's still
down the road.
That's like in infant stages of trying to think about how to do that. So
I'm getting ready to start doing working on another channel. So as far as like the movie reactions, that is definitely taking a back seat at the moment.
Chemical Downfalls for $5 says, and I quote, I always skipped your guys' intro and missed the part where you mentioned you are brothers. I always just assumed you were gay lovers. No, I'm sure there's probably fan fiction out there.
Can you pin a comment?
Is that the first thing that people type in on Rykerroad? Relationship?
that was fucking good. And thank you for the 5.
And Christine, oh my God, thank you. Yeah, this is the cup, guys. Yes. Christine Codling here. She actually designed this cup. We know her through AJ and Vicky. But what's cool about this is that not only, I'm trying to be careful with it, not only is it a Pennywise one, but there's actually my face on it. So that's kind of wild. So yeah, definitely find out if you guys want one and get in contact with her. She makes fantastic products.
She does.
Let's see. And then Chase Got Game says, have you guys listened to Sirens by Wind Waker?
No.
I've actually never even heard of Wind Waker.
Thank you for the 5.
And Squidney for 99. Holy shit, thank you.
Thank you.
Project Atlantic wanted to say thank you for joining our Discord server. Hope to have your help if Sleep Token ever comes to Northeast Ohio. First and foremost, thank you so much for doing that. Number one, you do not have to gift, but you also don't have to gift that much. But just thank you so much. What I will say is this: is that
I'm horrible at Discord. I'll be on every once in a while.
Well, I'll be honest. It's one of those that like I know that I wouldn't be able to do much to like help as far as like getting you guys tickets or different things like that, because that's really what it's structured for. But if there's a way that I can plug stuff and that I can like let the Sleep Token community to know about what's going on, I want to support you guys. So like it's really cool that you guys are like just like having that tight knit group of people on there that are just passionate about Sleep Token.
I'm slacking really cool. hard. Speaking of, like, I've just got to get the stuff to put like have it on my head and then give it I'm gonna clean up some of this black down here, and then give it a lacquer a finish, but you know, as far as a gloss. But I'm almost done with my mask. It's just I've been taking breaks. It would have been if I worked on it every day like I could have had it done in like a week.
Yeah, it's honestly I've been really impressed with just like how like. It's just weird to like come in the office and it's like, oh, there's a Sleep Token mask in here. So it looks legit.
I got to get the body paint. I've got to get the cloak and stuff. So I'll be doing. I would like to get a reaction with me wearing the get up and at least one Sleep Token song.
Yeah, I mean, because we got the rest of Tomb, so I mean that's technically like 12 weeks, you know. So, my God, there's a lot of them. Okay. Alex for 5 says, if you guys get a chance, give Resolve featuring 1056 and Paleface Swiss older days. I think you two would lose your shit. I believe that's been one that has been requested on Patreon, and I don't know if it's made it onto a poll yet, but we've been having to pay attention to subscriber count and view count on videos that we're going to react to, because we're only going to retain a percentage of that. Now, there are some times like today with Tom McDonald where we got on it quick and like we didn't really have a basis. It was the fact that it was hot in the moment.
Yeah, right.
So I'm not going to guarantee anything, but that one has popped up a lot, so maybe that might be able to be a thing. Also know this, guys, too, super chats are not a guarantee to get a reaction.
Correct.
That is just a way to support the channel if you choose to. So Wild from 199 says Eric Shirt is spamming for real.
And then Brad
when I kickflip the spatula.
Dude, yes. It was on top of, so Brad was my manager at Burger King. There was a spatula, and it was like one of the ovens, like kind of in the back, that like made the muffins, the biscuits, and then like a couple like the cookies and whatnot. And it was towards the end of the night, and he had the money in his hand because he was getting ready to do deposits and some paperwork, and we were cleaning up, you know, after we closed, and it was on top. And somebody bumped it, like whatever, and it started to fall, and he like hacky sack kicked it and caught it and put it on the thing and just kept walking. I was like, how the fuck did you do that? Like,
you didn't let it touch the ground?
No.
My God. Brad's a legend. That and the cooked habanero. That's just,
bro. And then when we were trying to do ninja kicks in the air and holding boxes, and he ate shit because it was slippery as fuck.
And then Allison for $4.99, thank you, says, I so look forward to these lives. Thank you guys for all you do.
Thank you.
Well, we love doing it, man, and it's just awesome just to be here with everybody. So then Alicia Adams for 5 says, did you guys watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Thoughts on the franchise?
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, I'm making sure I'm just keeping us in line here, so because we got a lot of super chats we got to keep up with.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, seriously. No, but I've not finished the movie. I started it at one point and for whatever reason didn't finish it. But as far as the franchise is concerned, I love the games. I think that they're genuinely scary. The lore is very interesting, and I love that even like the later games, like the sister location and stuff, it just completely amped it to like 11.
Oh, really?
It was they did a very good job with sequels. The fan games are incredible. So yeah.
See, I guess maybe I need to try and play them myself. I just saw somebody say Mask Girls Kink Unite or something like that. Oh God, I'm gonna get a Ghost one too, and something of like for the Call of Duty shit, but for the spicy page. And if you want to see some funny shit, go to Crankshaft 69. You know where to go.
And Jason Smith for $4.99 says, "What's up, guys? You should give Rainbow Kitten Surprise a try, or Poor Man's Poison. Love what you do and can't wait to see what the future holds."
Thank you,
man. Rainbow Kitten, that kind of reminds me of the rainbow, like that,
that just makes me think of what was that one band that we did that had what's his face from Electric Callboy?
Oh yeah. Samurai Pizza Cats.
I was like, Pizza Kittens or something.
Pineapple. Let's see here. Yeah, and then let's see. Lola for 499 says, "I'm so pissed with how Sleep Token tickets have been going, dude. For real, people have been saying that it's like because she even sent some screencasts of her trying to get tickets for it, and they're sold out.
Well, yeah, you gotta be on top of that shit, bro.
It's just it's nuts." Saying she's got games for 5 says Sirens by Wind Waker is worth a listen. Great song. Okay, so yeah, Wind Waker. So that sounds like it should be something like a Native American band or something like Wind Waker. Like some like good drums or something. So let's see. Matt for 10 says Eric, the mask for Nazareth. We haven't done Nazareth yet, so I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. So I mean, if you decide to do more masks, that might be a good one to do. Could be good.
And thank you. Yeah.
Let's see. Squidney for 1999. Oh my God, thank you.
Thank you.
Project Atlantic is actually just a fan-made light project. No ticket selling. We're just volunteers who plan light colors to show up during certain songs as a way to say thank you to Sleep Token for their music. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. That's pretty wild. Hell yeah. Then Frederick Brown, Kyle for $10 says, Kyle looks just like one of my best friends from high school and college that I lost. He loved music. Seeing you react to songs made me miss him and smile. Your channel means more than you know. Dude, thank you for being here, man. And I can't imagine what that's like to go through that, but the fact that we have a positive role in your life with that's huge.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Oh, Max says 499 says, Mom is here watching live with me. Give her a shout out, please. Hi, Mom.
Oh, hey, what's going on? I was like, wait, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on, guys? Is she having some wine?
Let's see, Wild for 199 says,
I probably shouldn't be wearing this shirt then.
Oh, no. How dare you? Says, I saw Lorna live last month. Highly recommend. Dude, I can only imagine how amazing they are.
So the thing is that we need to go through more of them because I would like to go see Lorna Shore in concert, or if like Will Ramos is doing stuff like on his own where he's doing his clean vocals. I would like to get more of a catalog of his built that way. Number one, I can listen, and two, go to a show.
Yeah. Let's see. Marlo for 99 says, so excited that I'm going to go see Imminence live on May.
Shit.
Second North American tour, and Eddie is amazing live. Only shameless plug for Imminence on the live tonight, I promise. I appreciate it.
No, that's awesome, dude. That's probably going to be amazing.
Let's see. Matt for 5 says, no, I'm saying it'll be the perfect song to present the mask wearing for. Oh, okay. So if you were to wear it.
Oh, I
Nazareth,
see.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the other 5, man.
Yeah, thank you.
She said that they sold out in a literal minute, gone.
Well, you need to be just like the guys on Big Bang Theory and refresh.
Refresh.
How bad do you want it? So, no, that's got to be like impossible, and that's why I'm actually really fucking pissed that I didn't do more research on like if I was gonna have my little one and all this stuff for the what was it, the Sonic Temple thing with that festival, to be able to go see Sleep Token, even though it's a festival, not like their concert.
Right.
Like it wouldn't matter to me. Like I at least got to see them, but it's just far enough away that like we need a hotel room, things like that, and it's like it was too much. So
yeah, I just recently like got PTO back from work and stuff like that because I used up all my PTO last year. So like now it's like finally like back in the groove of things. Which actually was a month sooner than what I was expecting, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
So, but and then Chris K for 5 says, I love watching your reactions, and I'm so excited to see the Sleep Theory reaction go up eventually. Yes, those will be recorded this weekend. It's going to be that one, and then actually we're doing a song by Crypt, who is a fellow reactor, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. So, should be good. Oh, let's see here. Frederick Brown for $2 says, one more Ren. That's a good question. I'm not sure yet. Hopefully soon, because we've been doing it to where like when his lyric videos come out, because those are very dynamic, and I think getting to take in the song that way would be awesome. So.
And then Nate, I don't know what he retracted. If you you do not have to gift again, so we appreciate it. But if you want to say whatever it is you were trying to say.
Do I like gospel music, or do we like gospel music? Yeah,
it depends. It just depends for me. It's gonna sound weird, but like I really enjoyed Gold City, that Christian like a cappella group.
Oh,
that mom and like used to listen to, and like your dad and whatnot. And then I don't know. Sometimes just actual like hearing people in a church sing gospel songs is pretty cool.
Yeah. Let's see, Lola said I registered for pre-sale code. Tickets went on sale at 10. Didn't get my code until 2:30. Beyond pissed. Oh my God, that's frustrating.
Then what's the fucking point of having a code? Like, what's
I think that's the reason for the anger. What's on? Scott Ragland for $9.99 says, please do Lamb of God. Now you got something to die for. Love your reactions, guys.
Well, thank you.
So we've done Lamb of God before. I can't really remember how they did, but it's been a long time. So I don't know if we'll do that specific song, but I would like to just get back into Lamb of God again and try something. So
I know that I remembered being like, all right, this is pretty fire.
Yeah.
And remember thinking like, okay, this is why the boys like them, because Jason and Chris enjoy them.
Yeah, that band is right up their alley.
I love that one TikTok where the dude's trying to go up to get on stage and the security is like, hey, where's your pass? And he's like, I actually don't have it. And he's like, I appreciate you doing your job. Like, no, right. For real. Because they're like, no, don't piss him off.
Oh my God. And Jamie for $5 says, caught the plot in you live this month. One was a $5 pop-up show in a small dive bar. Would love to see more of them on the channel. So number one, I'm sure that show was probably awesome, and being able to be in a bar setting, that's actually one of my favorite things. I like that better than a huge stadium where it's like you can be super close. You're moshing with people. You're having a good time. Plot in you did not do well. Like that is a part of like, and I know that I hate sounding like a broken record because I don't want to keep saying no, but it's like seeing it from our perspective on how videos perform. Like we get, countless comments on certain bands and things, and we're like, all right, cool, there's a lot of people that want this. We do it, and it's like, wow, you could have fooled us.
Yeah, nobody shows up.
Where is everybody? So and that's a mixture of like is it a problem with YouTube where it's unsubscribing you? Like that's actually something we want to make sure you guys do tonight, is see if you're still subscribed to the channel, because that's been a YouTube thing that's been happening, that people have been getting unsubscribed, not just from our channel but just in general. But it's just it's one of those where it's like we need you guys to show up if you want us to be able to keep doing stuff, like bring up the likes on it and stuff. That way it performs well, and then it like pushes us into the algorithm, because if we're not in any suggestions or anything, then the channel is going to suffer for it. And that is really what sucks about it, is that we want to do tons of stuff, but so
it's unfortunate.
Let's see, Foodhashi, not sure if I said that right. So for $10 says, will you guys possibly do any reactions to Invent Animate? I highly recommend. They've been recommended a lot, but again, that's in the area of unknown. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's something that we will do. When it comes to new bands and stuff, we usually do our research and then decide to pull the trigger and go, all right, let's go ahead and try this and just see what happens. So maybe one day. So, and then Micah for $5 and DJ for 10. Both of you. Thank you so very much.
Damn. Jesus.
Okay. Frosty Jim for $5 says, I live in Denver and Sleep Token is coming on May 12th to the legendary Red Rocks Amphitheater. I'll pay whatever it takes to be there.
Facts, God. Facts.
Being at the Rocks? Oh, my God.
Oh, man. I don't care if I have to sell my car. Like, yeah. And that's got to be amazing. I'm so jealous.
Oh, Lindsay apparently said there's 146 people in here, guys, and only 9 people have hit the like button. Hit that like, peeps.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's see. Micah Sura says, any plans on looking into Impending Doom?
Why does that name sound familiar?
I've heard the name, but as far as any immediate stuff, they're not on our list at all. So we're going through, Billie Eilish has been doing really well. People have been interacting with that, and we've been enjoying that a lot. And we've also got the Sleep Token stuff. We're bringing back NF. Like, there's only 7 days in a week, and we upload every day. So it's the idea of like trying to figure out like the best way to do stuff. You said you saw something.
Oh no! First of all, it's at 98 likes, guys, because I see people saying it's 27 or whatever. But anyways, somebody was mentioning stuff like today, and then Lecrae. Like I actually used to listen to Lecrae. Mom got me one of his albums one year. I forget which one it was, but his stuff was really good. He had a song with Paul Wall from years ago. He was kind of like an NF where he did things with other rappers and stuff, but they respected the fact that like he doesn't swear. He was a Christian rapper. Like it was pretty cool, man. He like that dude would like has sold out like Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
like
no,
that like he was huge.
Yeah, Lecrae is, I mean, he's up there with like I would definitely say like Toby Mac is bigger in my opinion, but like he's right up there like like Newsboys or things like that, like big Christian bands that are just good musicians or good artists, like so. And then Marlo for $4.99 says, I also will get to see Catch Your Breath, Dogtree, and Breaking Benjamin in April. My God, that's going to be a show.
No shit.
I've only ever seen Catch Your Breath before, so stoked to see it. Oh my God.
They are amazing, man. Like that singer, and I'm assuming the bassist really is like a backup vocal, but like that whole band in general is fucking fire. And so all of those names, shit. And then somebody, A-Cow's Fight Music. Yeah, I've actually, is that new? I know I'm subscribed to him. I just didn't know there was a new song, so possibly.
Lee, I'll send me your extra videos and I'll edit them for you.
Actually, all my videos are done. I got everything done. I did it on TikTok Live the other night.
Let's see. Oh, Little Pixie Nerd's here. What's up?
Hey! I'm surprised she's awake. Usually she's just getting up for work at like, when I go live on TikTok at like 10,
sure.
like,
yeah.
Well, maybe I guess maybe it's like 9 or 10, yeah.
Hold on, Tracy Albright says the last show I saw was Counting Crows a few months ago. You saw Counting Crows?
No shit.
Holy shit. That's sticking into like the 90s happiness there. So.
Somebody tag me, shouldn't you be working?
Don't you have a paper to write or something? Oh, man. Yo, let's see. Yo, I'm here, Kyle. I'm so sorry if I sounded impatient over Discord asking about the live stream. No?
It happens.
No, man. You had a question. I gave you an answer.
Oh, it came out this week. So, okay. Adam Calhoun's. So that's okay. Well, we'll be recording again on Thursday. And then something about Eminem dropped a verse for Doomsday 2.
Yeah.
And it's on Lyrical Lemonade's page. And it's, so I don't know. Like, is that something you guys want to see us do?
See, Snuff says, I just found you guys weeks ago and I've been going through old videos. Absolutely loving your content and hope you're having a great night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And Upchurch, yeah, I think I may have watched that one.
And DSSK for $7.99 says, love your reactions. Hope you all give reaction to Kim Yeji. Kim Yeji? Hope I'm saying that right. Legends Never Die. This cover gives me chills every time.
Okay.
Possibly. It's hard when it's bands that we don't know because it's like, for instance, like when it comes to like Ren, we had no idea who Ren was, but like literally we could not escape people being like, dude, listen to Ren, listen to Ren, listen. Like it
wasn't just like one or five people spamming it. It was like everybody.
Because as much as it sucks, and like this is the stuff that like, you know, we do understand.
I'm fucking working.
Where it's like, you know, like I totally get when you listen to a song and you're just like, oh my God, like I have to show my people this or whatever. And you know, that's how people view us. And they're like, listen to it now. Just record it. Like, well, even if you don't, you know, upload it, just record it and send it to me. And it's like,
that's not how that works.
We can't. So it's like, that's the tough thing is we really have to be careful on what we do. And again, do our research, figure that stuff out because we are constantly climbing up greased rungs every week, trying to get to the top and just like trying to, you know, keep that momentum. So I will say this is that, analytics have gotten healthier.
Yeah,
they have gotten healthier, so we're kind of getting past the December and January aspect. But again, we will know kind of like as the year goes on, kind of like what we're in for. So
yeah. Somebody said that we do TikTok Live. It's mostly me. Kyle does hang out sometimes or takes over if I need to like grab something or use the restroom. But yeah, it's just Rykerroad on TikTok, and then a couple nights a week at least. Sometimes every night of the week, depending on what's going on. But a lot of times I edit. So you can kind of get like a sneak preview of like what's going to come out, and you can even kind of see what I'm doing. So yeah, go on over there and give it a follow and see what happens.
Will we be reacting to the Brave 2 album? Not the whole thing. No,
I would say not the whole album.
Let's see here. What's been your favorite Ice Nine Kills reaction? Plus the second part of Meet and Greet is finally on YouTube. Oh, sweet. I would have to say probably either Thank God It's Friday or Assault and Batteries.
Yeah, because I was like the Chucky one. What was that one called? Yeah, Assault. Yeah, that one was a good one.
Walking down the hallway and shit. Yeah, so. No, Skillet is not going to be happening because that video bombed so hard. Like it just like nobody interacted with it. And I know that sounds dumb because like, well, it got 800. It's like, well, that's literally 0.005% of our audience. It's so,
and it is the fact of it's not that we don't like it, and it's the ugly truth. Like Kyle was talking earlier, we have to pay attention to analytics. We have to pay attention to numbers. And if it's going to hurt the channel, that means that in the future, if we just did that, there wouldn't be a channel anymore. So we have to pay attention to that stuff, guys.
And it looks like Douglas is out of here. Says good night, brothers.
Right, have a good night.
See you and have a huge hug from Brazil, dude. Thank you for being here, man. Jenny for 10 says, what songs by Falling in Reverse do you guys plan on reacting to next? Fashionably Late and God If You Are Above are good ones. Those have actually been on kind of like my mental list of the stuff to do. But I can pretty much guarantee you that if Ronnie has made it, we're going to listen to it. Like it's like eventually there will come a time when we're just going to like just exhaust his his music because he's just released a lot of good stuff. So,
and then Chase.
So to answer your question, I'm not sure yet. So, but which one?
Oh no, it's just the next one. It says
Chase Cat Games.
Yeah, if you if you ever check out Sirens by the Wind Waker, it's so slept on, but it's so good. Okay, or is it Walker or Waker?
Wind Waker.
Okay.
Then. And then Anessa says, check out Tommy Johansson. He's the lead guitarist for Sabaton and has his own channel, killer vocals, and a huge fan base. So kind of same thing. I'm not trying to sound like a broken record, but Sabaton doesn't really do the best. But that's something I would be just personally, I would want to know what his lead guitarist does because, dude, I love Sabaton. They are so much fun. They're awesome.
They're good. They're really good.
It's still to the fact where it's like, oh God, are we ever going to see a different lead singer? Because he's technically just their piano player.
Right.
The joke is they're still looking for a lead singer.
Yes, right.
Marky, let's see, we'll just go Marky. I said this in the Facebook group, but react to Cake. I've heard of Cake.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens. So. Oh, Ema's here.
Hey.
Actually, hold on. Don't we have?
It's right there. Yeah.
So Ema.
And Mom's thing just came too.
So we actually have these on the desk, guys. Ema made these. Look at this.
Her first time ever doing like resin and was it resin and
if you want to
acrylic?
take two. So, but yeah, she took different logos and like I know it's kind of glinting, but like here's Eric in the garage, and then Music Junkie, and then me. So yeah, we've got these. We've been keeping these safe. They have been on the desk. They're another decorative thing we've been having here, man. It's just so cool.
Yeah.
So all right, there we go. No, she did a fantastic job.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh. What's the story of Mr. Bean?
Was sent to us by a friend Amber, and he kicks it every once in a while. We have a bunch of different cutouts that I switch out every once in a while.
Yeah, that was literally the day that it showed up. I walked into the studio. I made eye contact with him, and I just pissed myself laughing for I don't know how long. But I was just it was oh my God, it was nuts. So
guys, we got 167 people in here. Let's go. Hell
God,
yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. Wait, what?
What?
Mom said
Arius and the Nation is here. Arius and the Nation? I'm looking up here. That's a fellow. Oh my God, fellow channel.
Yeah.
Duh. Oh my God.
That's why I was like, where?
I didn't get the notification. Cheers, guys. Much love. So
thank you for being here. But see, they didn't get the notification.
Yeah, this is again. That's just the consistent thing. So it's like, come
cheers.
On, send our stuff out. So
right.
Oh, let's see here. Have you guys seen the Drumeo video with twos of Sleep Token? Yes, we have. We watched that.
The songs that we're allowed to listen to.
Yeah. Because again, that's the one thing that for anybody that's like new here and stuff that hasn't been in live chat is that's one of the things that we tell people a lot is that when you become a reactor, you don't realize that you can't listen to anything until you listen to it on the channel. So there's been times like before we finished Take Me Back to Eden, I think we had 2 songs that we couldn't listen to, and we would be outside like grilling, listening to the album, and a song we would look at each other and go and the song would continue, and it was one we heard and we're like, oh okay. All right, no, we're fine. So but yeah, let's see here. I'm not going to try to attempt to say your first name, so I'm just going to use your last name, Holland. So for 5 says, I have loved y'all's reactions to Silent Planet and would love to see a video on Enadina or anything from the Iridescent album. Y'all's are dope.
Thank you.
They're not terrible in performance. They're kind of like up there with like a Catch Your Breath kind of a thing. Where like they're kind of cool as far as that. So I would like to go through more of their stuff and see what all they've got going on, because that man's vocal, dude, he is just a powerhouse. It is so cool. Let's see, Snuffles for $4.99 says, guys, Sebastian is always a solid choice. Absolutely genuine songs with a Christian influence. Huge in Australia, but never made it huge in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
See, Christian, I like finding Christian music because I like to find people that are actually like writing good songs. Right. So not that most Christian artists don't, but it's just, again, like something that everybody can relate to, but you have a deeper meaning of eternity underneath of your lyrics, So
correct.
Let's see. Lucifer. It's funny how it's spelled. 499 says, Shameless by Colorblind, please. Currently on an 8-day streak. Asking. Much love for all you guys. Here's the thing. Anybody that does day so-and-so or numbers or whatever, we see you. It's just... that's not the way to make it happen. Yeah. It's one of those that, again, we have to do our own research and look into it and see if
has nothing to do with not wanting to.
No, and it's because for instance, Whit Lowry, that's been a huge one that I've been wanting to get back on for a long time, but he just doesn't perform well.
Right.
And his videos are so emotional.
Good. Yeah, and they're good.
And it's we've cried almost in every single one we've reacted to him, and they just don't do well.
Oh, yeah, the new Bad Omens, but apparently it's not really Bad Omens. It's just so there's a new Bad Omens song, essentially.
So as far as by Colorblind, maybe it might happen. So we'll have to see how everything goes. So let's see. Carmen Fueling says, I recently discovered your channel. Keep up the great work. I really enjoy your reactions. I'll keep pushing for more Avenged Sevenfold. The one that people are wanting, first off, thank you for the super chat. But the one that people are wanting are they want Save Me, and that is a 10-minute song, and that's one of those things where it's one of the reasons why we haven't done the Pain Remains trilogy, because we're going to do all 3 in one video. But the reason that we get content to you guys out every single day is because we do shorter songs, and we're able to give our thoughts, have a 15-minute to 20-minute video, or whatever the length, and then be able to upload it. To do longer songs at a night changes the entire process and just in timing and such. So it's being able to jump into stuff like that. But I know Avenged Sevenfold has some shorter songs and different things, and I know that Little Piece of Heaven, we did that for Halloween, and it blew up, and it was a lot of fun. So hopefully we can do them again soon and be able to check them out. So see, Frosty Jim for 5 says, as someone who is currently enrolled in media school, you guys have phenomenal voices for audio. I wish I sounded that good. Cheers.
Well, thank you.
In a world no, but
Rykerroad doesn't exist.
You've turned into Rykerroad. So, but no, appreciate it, man. Especially with you being in media school, what are you trying to go for? Are you trying to do just audio? Are you trying to do VFX? What are you trying to do? So look for Frosty Gem in the comments. If anybody sees it, please let me know. And then Larissa for $1. Thank you so much. Lee for 5 says, here's some money towards some new shoes for Eric, because all that running on Resident Evil is bound to wear out his soles. I
just got 3 new pairs. Pairs?
Why you always lie? Outlaw for 999 says, what do y'all think about what's happening down in Texas? Oddly, if it's too much to delve into, it's understandable if you don't want to say anything. Something's happening in Texas?
I actually don't know.
Is it more 13-foot tall aliens like of what was in Miami? Because if so, I'll talk a bunch of shit about that. But
it's not real.
Wait, you really don't think it's real?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't want to argue.
Yes, you do.
I kind of do a little bit.
What do we think of Newer Jelly Roll? I actually kind of dig it. I don't know. I haven't listened to a lot though.
Mm-hmm. I've literally listened to the songs that we've just done on the channel. More so, I would say that his what I've been able to catch of it, but his interview the Joe Rogan podcast he did was phenomenal. There was actually a moment that Jelly told him to pull up a video of some kids singing, and they both were sitting listening to it, and it was kind of weird, almost they were doing a reaction, and they both cried.
Really?
Listening to this young kid just belt out the emotion he had, and it was a really solid episode. So I love Joey as a person.
They fully opened up the borders, letting everybody in. Apparently, I think. Oh shit. Okay.
well,
nothing I can do.
There you have
it. Yeah. Cheers. I'll drink to that.
So no, honestly, when it comes to stuff like that, is that obviously. Because, for instance, we had the whole train wreck thing that happened here in Ohio. And, that was semi kind of close to us. And it was kind of
40-ish minutes.
We were well aware that it was okay, if, because anybody that says that the train things didn't happen, they fucking happened. We have friends that took pictures that either were sent to us or whatever, how everything happened. But what I'm getting at is that we kept waiting for something to happen where it was oh my God, are we gonna get sick? It's we're drinking out of this water, is this all this stuff there were tons of thoughts that went through our minds, more severe on other days and didn't even think about it on others. But we're still here. nothing happened. So, and especially being so far disassociated from Texas. Yeah.
Right.
You know, so like, yeah, but
Lola, Mexico City, not Eric actually drinking that. No, I'm just like, well, fuck it. Like, I might as well drink then. Like,
let's see. Terrence for $4.99 says, just an idea for metal ideas from 2023. Venom from Nothing Nowhere, Under Oath. It's held down here from the Enemy Affliction. Nothing Nowhere is actually a band I would be kind of interested to see what they have, because, which I think Nothing Nowhere is actually I think it might be a rap artist.
oh, really?
Because Point North did a cover of their song. If it is the same band I'm thinking of, they did a song called Hammer that they turned into a punk song, and it worked really well. It was really good.
We actually have a Corday song coming out that Kyle reacted to, and we actually weirdly tried to do something just because we're trying to get more of that rap and hip hop in there. We put a, like, I guess you could say an ultimatum, but like 1,000 likes and we'll do more of, Corday or whatever. So if you guys like that, or if you like him, or you want to see more stuff like that, please go watch the video and give it a like. That way we know to do more. And we'll get some new stuff on here.
Now, mind you, putting in that like thing is not, that has been after about 15 rap reactions where it's like, look, this is what we're going to start doing.
Right.
Because like we've been trying different stuff. Like we've done T-Pain, we've done Meg the Stallion, we've done Pop Smoke, we've done Eminem, we've done
Bone, we've done Bone actually did pretty well over time.
Right. Well, that's the tough part.
Yeah, right. Because the guys, it's the first like 8 to 12 hours that it really kind of is what you like look at for your analytics. Not to get like business in here, but like that's kind of what you, yes, the longevity still is in there, but there is a gap where it's like, how well does this new video do for you, and that people want to see it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what you have to look at first, and then look at longevity second. But
Squidney just says, I'm heading out for the night. Look forward to tomorrow's video, guys. Have a good night, everyone. Thank
Squidney.
You. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you. Yeah, it's just awesome. Let's see here. I was looking at Frosty Jim says it's a general media school. I'm learning about recording and editing video and audio. I'm a huge sports and music fan. Getting into either industry would be a dream come true.
Hell yeah.
Good for you, man. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. We need some 666 on here. Yes. I might. That's another thing too, is that might be the problem, is that I'm trying to show Kyle older stuff and that it's maybe not catching the algorithm, but it's still like every once in a while where it's like, fuck it, I'm doing one for, you know what I mean? Like doing one for me to like show him. But agreed. Late Night Tip is one that I think you would get into. The problem is, I don't know if it's just me. Even on the album that had Parental Advisory, the song was always edited. I don't know why.
Well, there's even a I know there I can't remember what song it is, but there's an Eminem song that even on the unedited version, it's when he says White House.
Well, there's a few reasons, and it's because Dre was like, bro, you can't say that.
Yeah,
you gotta cut. And there was a couple of lines, because I had that book, The Angry Blonde, and it actually gave all of the lyrics.
Yeah,
and the 7 kids from a certain school.
Oh. Yeah,
that's where he had to start. But I was like, oh fuck.
It's like, yeah, that's when rap had some balls.
Oh, facts. That's why it's like, you think Tom McDonald's bad? Go listen to Eminem 20 years ago. You'll cry. Like,
if you don't like sexual content and you're a Christian, don't read Songs of Solomon. You'll have a heart attack. So, let's see. Outlaw Charger again for 999 says, Texas and 26 other states are standing against the feds because Border Patrol and the feds are trying to take down fence protection. Texas is holding the ground with some support from 26 states.
Oh, shit.
And he just reiterated. He said, I'll drop it now because I clarified. Well, first off, thank you for letting us know what's going on. You. And also thank you for being respectful and something like that, because that can be,
Yeah, again, that's the thing, is that doing things like that is what we're okay with. Like you said, I'll drop it because I clarified. Like, we appreciate that, honestly.
Let's see, and then Lucifer for 499 says, if you want the best of both worlds, Sleep Theory is definitely a big band that's been reacted to that I've seen. Well, yeah, we're going to be reacting to them this weekend. So, yeah, one of the songs won on Patreon, so we'll see what's going on. And then 499 from Ghost, thank you, says, Kyle Vest, song is called Obsession. He's a homie of mine, a local rap battler. It's a banger. Just so we're clear, one thing that we usually steer clear from is audience-submitted music.
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons. Is that one,
the internet is relentless.
Yeah, it's in a way, like if we are being honest and if we're being brutally honest about how we feel, we want that to stay in the video itself. Unfortunately, there's a comment section and people are going to either take that the wrong way. We don't want to offend anybody in that way, especially because like I know what it's like to try to give art to somebody and then they don't dig it. And that's really tough.
Correct.
The other part of it too is from a practicality standpoint is that wanting to, you know, promote your friends and stuff is awesome, but just because Rykerroad listens to them does not mean they're not going to get the big break you think they're going to.
They're not going to get 184,000 views on it.
No.
That's the thing, is that I think people think that sometimes, and I wish it was the case. I really did, but he's right. Like we appreciate it and appreciate the hustle with, you know, trying to help your friend out and a local artist. Like that's awesome.
Now, here's the thing. Just because we won't react to it doesn't mean we won't listen to it on our own. Send it to us. Like send it to our messages. If you're on Patreon, send it there. You can also send it to my email, kyrewright425@gmail.com. So yeah, just like that's the one thing, is that I never want to you know, shit on anybody or in that way where it's like, oh no, we can't react to it. It's like, no, but we're music lovers. Send it to us. We'll listen to it on our own. You know, so
one of my favorite rappers, and I don't know all of his stuff, but I listen to a lot of like a loop of certain songs, is K Reno. He's a very compared to everybody else, very small rapper, and he's been doing it for years. But I've toyed with showing him, but it's the same fact where it's like it's not really established, and I don't know how well it would do. So even at that, but because we love music of all kinds.
And, Peyton's here. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, man?
Peyton's reactions, guys. Go give him some love. Go subscribe to him. He is a fellow reactor. Excuse me. And then Fifi Anderson for 2 says, favorite reaction, your reaction to Ronnie's reaction. That was so weird.
Dude, that was odd. That was, and especially really early on in like our, I guess, YouTube career, and as far as like subscriber count and, you know, the flow of things and how we were making things work. That was like, it was so surreal. And I just remember that we had this Cloud 9 moment for like 2 days, and then we had to snap into reality and go back to work.
For those couple of days, you know, like those couple of days, we really didn't do shit. Like we just sat back and we're just like,
kind of gloated a little bit.
Wasn't that cool? You know, like, oh my God. And then Snuffles for $9.99. Thank you so very much. All right, let's catch up here. So let's just kind of look through some comments here.
This is the comment section is going crazy.
Are we gonna
chat rate 9 bullshit?
Are we gonna react to any Breaking Benjamin? Nah. I mean, well, for me, I know their whole discography, so there wouldn't be anything for me to react to. If we have anything for you, maybe, but since you've been around me, you probably have heard the majority of Breaking Benjamin, whether it's me playing it on guitar or listening to it or anything like that. So.
Meg, is your mom still over hanging out?
And then Bozo the Clown says, greatest reaction yet, Dax to be a man. Kudos, gents. Raw. Dude, thank you. That was for anyone that's not seen the reaction, that's something that it's an intense one for sure.
I'm going to go because my mom just got Taco Bell and I'm fucking starving. Fuck yeah, Tanner. Let's go.
Go for it, man.
I think if Brad's still in here, tomorrow. No, Sunday. Me and him are going to try to attempt to film something, and I think it might be How Many Bites, and I think I'm going to have it be Taco Bell first, because that's the first time I ever saw him do the whole thing. I was like, God damn!
Let's see. Jinx Media says, your reactions are what led me into the rabbit hole of reaction videos, which also led me to do my own reactions.
No shit! So, hell awesome. Yeah! That's what's up.
That's insane. Let's do this. So we're about an hour in. Let's just start taking some questions here. Just life questions, anything you want to know about us. If you're new here, if you have any questions, like, I mean, some consistent ones are like, where did the name of the channel come from, or like different things like that. Like if you have any of those, like, you know, kind of baseline questions to kind of get to know us a little bit, if you want to do that. So where is my baby boy? Actually, is he in here?
Oh, yeah, he's here. He's right there.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it was, she literally just took off. She can't hang. No. Little Lola, Meg's mom, not her. She goes, did I do something wrong? No.
Did either of us play sports? I played one season of baseball, and had probably the worst summer of my life and will never do that again. So, and I have no interest. So,
I played sports in high school for a while. I did a little bit of basketball and a little bit of football. I ran track 1 year, and that was pretty much it. I started working. So my sophomore, junior years, I started working full time. I worked like 40 hours a week at Burger King, so I didn't have time.
Let's see here. How old are we? I am 31.
Mom, Kyle's not an athlete. Jesus Christ.
No,
Mom.
no, I'm not. And I will let my fingers do what I want them to do.
Go on.
Well, it's one of those where it's just like, it's like the mentality of like, it's like, yeah, it's like you can't throw a football. It's like, yeah, well, you can't play Go by Polyphia. So we're all imperfect. So
there you go. I'm trying to, yeah. Somebody said, what was it? It was, I think, tacos or pizza forever, or yeah.
Pizza,
tacos, or burgers. You only get one for the rest of your life. Pizza.
Yeah. Because even when it's bad, it's good. I was waiting. I was like, the moderator needs to take care of that.
No, I'm glad you caught
me. Let's see. K21 says, what made you want to do reactions, and did you ever see yourselves on YouTube? Much love.
Well, I guess so long story short, me and Kyle always watched them, and it's what got me through my bad days when I was in I guess I could say a bad relationship. It's how I spent my evenings out in the garage smoking and just kind of like getting away from the day, that and ASMR. And kind of Kyle, the same thing, I feel like. And then Kyle, when I moved in, talked about buying a Rodecaster and microphones to start a podcast. And then that just led to me being like, hey, man, let's start this channel. And it just went into us showing each other music like we always did.
Yeah.
We just didn't have a camera on. Kyle and I would constantly show each other stuff because we have different backgrounds in music taste.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, do you think this is cool? And it took off. So that's the short answer. But yeah.
Let's see. Eminent Rouge Storm Chasing. That's a kick-ass name. For $10 says, I listened to those songs you told me that were underviewed. Favorite unknown reactions: Wet Lowry, Moneybag, Pop Smoke, Dance Gavin Dance. They were so dope. Also, I agree, underrated reactions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like when somebody jumps on a live and they're like, oh my God, I just got done watching your I don't know, like Grinch reaction by Dax. It's like, oh my God, that was like the third video we ever did.
Like,
dude, thank you for being here. So, you know, it's that type of thing.
Or like, I've been here since the weekend or whatever. It's like, God damn, you were like one of the first clicks.
So why not asks, any news about any new music from Ronnie? We need an album ASAP. Let's be 110% clear on the record right now. We do not know Ronnie. We are not friends with him.
So we don't know.
So now what I will say is that there have been multiple people that have messaged, at least messaged me on Instagram or whatever, and they've said that Ronnie has been scuttling about some stuff when he's been live, and he's been like, oh, a new song should be dropping soon or whatever, and we're ready. Like we're sitting back waiting for it to happen.
I think it's going to be with the tech.
Yeah, which
it's got to be, man.
That's going to be.
If it's not, that means there's another one coming. Do you know what I mean? Like that would. So either way, I'm fine with it.
Let's see. Daniels wants to know, you guys still working or got to quit and focus on this now? You are full-time and I still have a full-time job. So yeah. We've done Spirit Box. We've done a couple of songs. Dude, Courtney is awesome.
Tech is releasing a new collab on February 9th. I think it's Ronnie.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Ooh, I'm so ready for the Royal Rumble tomorrow.
Oh,
okay.
Royal Rumble's
no
tomorrow?
Shit.
I'm so out of the loop on wrestling, so.
I used to like wrestling, then I turned 11.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I watched wrestling like well into my 20s, so.
Outlaw. Holy crap, walk away for 2 seconds, the chat explodes. Yeah, guys, you guys are killing it tonight. Like, thank you. 135 people still in here.
Yeah.
The chat's going crazy. It says chat rate is 9. That's fucking bullshit. It doesn't know how to math. Like, this has been borderline one of the quickest ones we've had.
Let's see. Marissa Hunt says, I found you guys recently during one of the darkest times of my life, and I just wanted to say thank y'all. No,
hey,
thank you for being here. I mean,
that's why we do it.
Yeah.
We were just talking earlier, like this is, you know, the reactions and stuff and ASMR, like that's how Kyle and I, well, the reactions, like that's how we got away from our shitty day and things, like, and it's just the giving back. Like all of the donations, we said this before, but like all of the donations, all that stuff, it's great. But honestly, you guys commenting, liking, and watching the videos does way more.
Yeah.
Because you guys are here, you're engaging, and you like what you're watching. And we love that because we hear things like that all the time. Yeah. And that's worth more than anything.
There we go. Chad is like math for Marines equals crayons.
Oh, God. I'm glad you understood what I was reading.
We have reacted to Amity Affliction. They just didn't do well.
They don't do well.
Oh, apparently Vince resigned today. Next step, jail, I hope.
No shit. See, I've heard some things, and I don't know what it's about. But yeah, I'm going to have to do my own research. But I was briefly, something about Brock too? But I don't know. But again, I have no idea what that is. I just know Vince is not, he doesn't even look the same.
Hold on. Whisper Mason, this might be one of the most legendary comments, says, I found you guys when I was hungry and I sat down with some sour cream and onion dip and Doritos and now I'm not hungry. Thanks for what you did for me. Took away the snacking thing, so yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, man. Terrence says, Eric is looking fit these days. I saw an older video and you've been getting after it. Bravo, sir. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, you've been making some life changes, so yeah.
I don't like workout per se like that. I want to. I just cut my calories to about 2,000 a day, and that's it. I do hit the bike. I have my kettlebell, and I do some things, but I have to stay like more consistent on that. But yes, it was. I saw myself without a shirt. Like it was one of those. I don't mean like but like I used to walk around with my shirt off all the time. I was a roofer. I did construction for a lot of my life as well. I had a decent body, and I would have my shirt off all the time. And I realized that I was covering myself because I wasn't happy with the way I looked personally. And I just was like, well, something's got to give here. What can I do? And the one thing I've never tried was calorie counting. And the thing is that I can have literally anything I want. It's that, do I want to sacrifice 500 calories for this one thing?
Right.
Or do I want, so it's give and take, and then you have cheat days, but I'm saving my cheat day for when me and Brad go record. Yes. So, you know, but thank you. I've lost about 45 pounds.
Let's see, and Ghost said this is going to be kind of a heavier comment, but I think this is still good. Ghost for 499 says, my little brother was killed in an accident recently. First and foremost, I am so sorry that happened, man. I can't imagine what that's like for you. I appreciate you being here and working through that, and don't let anybody tell you how to grieve. You grieve how you need to, and you get through it. There is a solution. There is a silver lining. But what's something you'd want to tell each other before it's too late? I would have to say, I don't know, like that we've had everything from like, I think that like if we look at like since before, like we're talking like right before the channel was a thing, you know, because like it's like we've been only doing this for however like
2 years,
we're coming up on years, possible 3 coming up, and Eric and I have been through a lot of shit, and we have seen each other go through a lot of shit recently and then, and I think it's one of those that like being able to be like, nah, dude, like you know what, this wasn't bad. It's like this could have been a lot worse, or this could have been like this or that. It's like, nah, dude, like this is just like, no, this is like what we did it. We built our empire. We did our thing. And we have people that care about us. Like this is good, man. And you know, it's like there's nobody else I'd rather do it with.
I think, yeah, agreed. And I think also it's just the fact of that how proud I am of both of my brothers, actually. Well, all of my siblings, but just the fact of where we've all come from, especially Kyle and I, and Kyle himself, and you know, like you like doing the script thing, and then you doing, you know, your other channels, and then you still being at work, and you know, going through your life situations, and like that you have kept a really level head. And we've talked like that comment is really deep for me right now. But death and my mortality is a huge thing that is I'm struggling with, and I talk about a lot, but the time that we spend, not just with each other, but in general on a day-to-day is very precious. Like it's worth a lot. So yeah, it's the fact that what you've been doing with that time has been pretty incredible and pretty amazing. So you've done a lot, and the fact that I do tell him this, but thank you, because without Kyle, Rykerroad would not run the way it does. Everybody needs a Kyle. Kyle is the reason why Patreon runs the way it does. He's the reason why assets get made and I can just do drop-ins. And like, Kyle is, this was my idea and I put the money, let's put it that way, put the money, I was the producer. Like
it was pretty much like, can we do this? I was like, yeah, give me a weekend, and then it was like, here you go. Like
it's like that. I got lucky. I'm very lucky, and it's now my full-time thing. But it's just the fact that Kyle does a lot behind the scenes and willingly, not because I ask him or I make him. It's just because he knows what he's doing. But it's just that like his time is spent very well.
Well, and I think it's also too is that I kind of have almost like a Captain America thing with that question, where it's like, you know, can you tell me more about that? And it's like, no, I don't think I will. That'll be for me and you.
That's
for,
right.
That's because believe it or not, we do actually like each other. We love each other. We love our family.
We don't fight.
Like no, and
we don't fight.
I think that it's one of those where like our main bullshit is what YouTube throws at us. It's like it's what life happens. Like there's been some pretty substantial things that have happened in both of our lives recently, to keep it vague and just, you know, without pinpointing anything. But even through that tough stuff or whatever, like that should have been stuff that should have like poured over onto YouTube or whatever, but we never let it.
And as soon as the cameras pop on, man, like that's another thing too, is where I pride ourselves on is that we only let you see what we want you to see. Yeah. You know, like we don't let you all the way in. But anyways.
Yeah, keep your personal life off of the internet.
100%.
Let's only show what you should. So and then Hyper for $10 says, my first Ryker stream. What's up, dude? Says, what's up, guys? I found you from Electric Callboy and been a fan since. Me and Kyle quite literally had the same reaction when Hyper Hyper came on. Much love. That was, oh my God, that reaction. That was actually one of those. I sent that to a friend of mine I've not talked to in a minute, and I was like, "Oh my God, dude! Like you gotta listen to this." And I've not heard anything back, but I'm curious to see like what the reaction is, just because I know just how that video, just the second, just the snapping started, and it just it was, oh God, it was so good.
Sorry, I saw something earlier about they've been here since they saw my giant cup on the podcast. So if you're still here, I saw that a while ago. Thank you. I don't know who it was.
That's Kyle Wright 425 podcast. That's
cringeworthy almost.
Dog shit. Oh my God. What I will say is like at the time, like it was really cool. And even a friend of mine, his
still here. Okay.
His girlfriend at the time, he actually texted me and he was like, oh, for sake of argument, he was like, oh, you know, Jennifer just got in the shower. I'm like, why are you telling me this? He's like, she's literally listening to you guys on the Google Home while she showers.
Right.
Like, and I was like, wait, what? This is insane. So like, it's just, that was kind of like, when we did that, like we had like one or two people that were kind of interested in what we were doing, and now we have an audience, and it's just being able to.
It's crazy. We're pulling up on 200,000, man. 200,000 subscribers about to happen in the next 2-3 months, I would say.
Yeah.
Like let's just call a spade a spade. But what are you doing? I know.
I'm allowed to walk away for a moment.
You are the glue that holds all of this together, Kyle. Hurry up!
I clicked the mouse.
Is that a sex thing?
What? Not every click is a sexual thing.
Oh, when Eric said tweeter, that's not my favorite word. Yeah. I have a tweeter. Well, an Xer, an X. I refuse to call it X because I just kind of think it's almost like, do you guys remember A Dude Where's My Car? I just think like people are going to go like this, like, Zoltan! Like the X.
I have the healthy version of it where it's like, no, dude, it's like, I'm going to call it X. You know why? Because I believe everything Elon Musk says.
Yeah, I believe everything he fucking says. Someone needs a bigger cup? I know. This is like borderline small now. It's like kind of average compared to other things where it's like, I need to find, like, I'm just going to eventually just get like a trash can with like a huge straw and just like have it in front of me. Do I like red? Not really, but I will say I bought my first pair of red shoes. I think they're over here. They're the Nike SBs. I'm more of a blue and black guy, but I don't mind it. Just depends. But it's got this more of like blood red, maroon red to it than it is like a bright red, if that makes sense. It's like a little flower vase that you drink out of. Actually, Meg got me this. It is a flower vase. Just get a pony keg, use that. Yeah. The hydrant glass is my favorite. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Back is
Oh. Do I like to read? Jesus fucking Christ. Apparently not. Apparently I do not like to read because I read that as red. Like R-E-D. Like the color. No, I do not like to read.
Oh my goodness.
You went on the full like... color red. That answered that question. Facts. No, I do fucking not. No. It's honestly just the fact that nothing really sparked my interest. I've actually really thought about reading, not reading, the Harry Potter just because, or it.
You are not gonna fucking read it. I couldn't finish it. It is 1,500 pages, and there's 800 of them. That's the history of dairy.
What are you trying to say, Kyle?
I'm saying you should listen to it, because that's how I finished it. Yeah, that's how I finished it. Yes. Look, Kevin's random for 5 says, where did you find your massive cups? And I always get a kick out of the different things that you drink from. So thanks
just
for the 5, man.
all over, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's the fucking. It's shit. I'm just getting. Oh, this is great.
Now it's obvious why he needs a Kyle.
Phonics worked for me. Hey, I said I graduated. I didn't say I graduated with a fucking 4.0. Why do you think I'm a fucking YouTuber?
Sounds like Kyle read the unabridged copy of it.
It's a tough read.
Bro, it is. And it's because it was actually where I was living prior when I listened to it. I had an office where the door was behind me, and it got to the point, if you know the story or if you've watched the movie, where Bev goes into Mrs. Kirsch's apartment. And that, like, dude, I had to like shut the door, and or if I had to have the door open, I would face the door while I was listening to it. Like,
really?
Like, because that's what I loved about the trailer for It Chapter 1 was that it was like from Stephen King's terrifying novel, where it's like, no, it was like a really scary book. It was just awesome. So
somebody asked, who's your guys' favorite musical artist? I would say at the moment Sleep Token or NF.
Yeah, Sleep Token's definitely up there, but I've got just a soft spot in my heart for Polyphia. So that's just they're killing it, man. I can't wait for their next album whenever that happens. And I've been loving Remember That You Will Die. It's just, or Memento Mori. That's like one of the songs they use on it, because that's like the phrase. But no, it's awesome, man. So Outlaw for $9.99 says the cup looks pretty big, bro. Above average with a good personality and a lot to offer.
Thank you. What did Spunky say?
I've read one book, and that was Firestarter.
I just like how she.
I've read one book.
How's the Jeep Fairy? She's good. She'll be here tomorrow.
Wait, the Jeep Fairy?
Yeah, bro. I got in my Jeep after being at Meg's a few days, and I was parked behind her, and I did a whole TikTok, and 3 days, I was just like, babe, just take my Jeep. Like, it's a big deal. Like,
yeah.
And my gas was, that was probably $45 worth of gas, easy. And then she filled up all my tires because she heard me bitching a few days prior because the other one, the stuff was broken around me, and I was pissed. It was cold out, and she lives in like the fucking snow belt.
Yeah, no, it's no fun.
She just did it for me. Fucking Jeep Fairy.
Jeep? I heard Geeb.
I like Jeeps with pictures. Fucking Christ. I like books with pictures.
That's what I always tell people whenever I leave the room. It's from Cabin in the Woods, when after the stoner where he's like, I'm gonna go read a book with pictures. Oh my God, dude, Raditz 115 from 100.
Thank you.
God, guys. Oh shit. Okay, it says really love watching your reactions. I just want to send some love. Hope someday I see Body Snatcher's reaction. Holy shit, dude!
Thank you. And I've heard that. Why do I know that name?
That I don't know what genre they are, but for some reason, whenever I think of Body Snatchers, what comes to my mind is like Necro Goblin. But I don't know if that's like the right thing.
I want to go through them just for the sake of the fucking name.
Yeah. Just
see, like right there, already hooked.
So, but dude,
thank you so
everybody,
much for doing that. Everybody, give them some love.
Yeah, dude, Raditz and Squidney both, man.
Yes.
Big donos tonight. Like, again, they're not required.
Nope.
But we see them, we appreciate them, and we want to share that love, man. Like, whether you send $100 or you send $1, it doesn't like that. Like, you're taking time and your money out of your day to give that to us.
You worked hard for that money. Like, I know what that's like. You guys are giving your hard-earned money that you put in a time clock for. So we really do appreciate it.
Let's see. Christine says, have you ever read the pages on your It Cup? I got to pick the pages that I thought would be amusing to you. Give it a look sometime.
Yeah, shit. I know. And thank you for that. I actually was just reading that comment the other day. I don't know why it popped up. But I do need to. I know that they're actual pages, so yes, I need to pay attention to that. But it's so weird. Like, I kind of baby that cup because I know, like, I don't like it doesn't go in the dishwasher. It does. If I can be honest with you, my apple juice has never gone in it. It's only water because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
But just as far as like cleaning it. But yes, so I kind of baby the fuck out of it. So I need to like pull it out, and that I don't pull out. But I need to pull it out and read what's on there because there's even stuff on the bottom.
Let's see. Hyper wants to know, is there an official way to submit song requests?
Sort of, but not really. It's Patreon, but it's not a guarantee, and it's just Kyle puts up a poll every week on there, and like I said, it's not a guarantee. Patreon is just a strictly support, and you get some extra things, but there is a poll weekly, and 2 songs get picked out of that.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that there's over 180,000 of you. Every single one of you wants to show us a song, and there's only 7 days in a week, and we only upload 1 video a day.
Right.
So we tried doing the individual request thing on Patreon for a while, and it became a nightmare. It was just like we could not keep up. So we had to look at comments, gauge the audience on what they want to see and what they want to hear, and also try to give people a chance. This is also something to remember on Patreon. If you're going to suggest something and it has 10,000 views and the person has 100 subs, we are not going to react to that.
We can't.
We
can't.
Literally cannot afford to do that with our analytics because nobody is going to watch it. They will have no idea who it is. So we are not the famous people that you think that we are. We're like, oh, if Ryker, like, because that whole, like, if I can just get it to Rykerroad, man,
it'll happen.
You know, it's like the band's going to go places. It's like, no. Like,
I wish it did. Like, I've said it before. I wish it did.
For instance, Big Everything by Busta Rhymes. That music video has 10 million views, and it's Busta Rhymes. We got less than 4,000 views out of that poll. Like,
and T-Pain and Lil Baby.
Yeah, and it's now the thing is too is that like there's that mentality where it's like, well, what the hell, dude? Like, I would kill for 4,000 views. I agree. The problem is that the percentage of that is that when you're pulling in less than 10% of your audience, that's when you know that, okay, well, we're pulling in 60% over here, or we're pulling out, like, that's where we have to put it. So all that being said is that if you're going to request something on Patreon, help us to have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
You know, that way we can say yes, and it's like, all right, let's do it. So, but yeah, Busta Rhymes not exhibit.
Wow, that's wild. Yeah, like no, it is, and that's the thing, is that what really upset me was one of the things was Alex Terrible. Alex Terrible at the time had 1.1 million subscribers, and he put a new song on. I wanted to do it. It was up a month. A month, 4 weeks. It even said on his page it didn't even have 500,000 views. There was a problem there for a while with analytics. It is slowly going up.
Yeah.
So again, think about that. He only got 4. It's not that we need 200,000 views. But it's the fact of we're only going to get a percentage out of that.
Yeah.
And the fact of he had that many people, and only that many people listened to his song.
Yeah.
So you got to think about those things.
Well, and Hyper actually just expounded upon that. This is a good question. What about 100K subs and over 3 million views? See, that's something
different.
that we can take a risk on.
Right.
That's something that we would be able to try it out and see like what's going on, because again, sometimes we get stuff that like Catch Your Breath, like that's a kind of like a quote unquote like no name band, like from a mainstream standpoint, and they killed it. They did so well that week.
Yeah, and oh my God, I just don't understand how their sub count is so low, even though they get better views on what is it? What's the fucking app that people listen to music on? Spotify. Jesus Christ, I couldn't think of it. But no, they had almost it was like 600 or 800,000 views on one song. How do you not have more subscribers then? That's the thing, is that people are just listening and not subscribing. Like, you like it enough, but you're not subscribing. That's what's weird.
Well, it's just like how every single channel that you watch, where they're like, it shows that in my analytics reviews that only 50% of you are subscribed. Like, that's just the unfortunate thing, is I think a lot of people that are using YouTube they're not they either don't have a channel or they don't have an official profile. They just jump on their web browser or whatever and then click videos and then do it that way, where it's like they're not really subscribed to anybody. But nevertheless, I digress. It's one of those where like, give us a fighting chance and then you will have a better chance of your stuff being chosen.
Right.
You know, so because we want to try new stuff and we're always looking for stuff. So but all right, so Christine says, oh God, don't baby the darn thing. Put your apple juice in it. If anything happens to it, know that someone that I can that I know someone that can make a new one. So, oh my God.
Thank you.
God,
again, guys, go check her out. She's got her own Instagram. I think she's got a Facebook and stuff. Like, she's the one who's made my cup, that cup, my tie-dye cup. Like, she does amazing work, guys.
Yeah. Let's see. Keith Saunders asks, Eric, kind sir, where do you get your dope hats?
This one was Spencer's. And that's the thing, is I'm actually working on getting some new hats. What I think I might have to do, guys, is chalk it up and just get different colored hats, because as far as a print all over, it's really not happening. But that was the thing, is that it's January and it's borderline going into February, and that I wanted to like start a new season and have a different hat, and it's just like I can't find stuff with print because I wear them backwards, so it doesn't matter what's on the front of it. But if I can find 5 to 7 just whatever snapbacks in different colors, I might just do that. But yeah, Spencer's.
Starscream asks, do we have merch? Yes, the garage. It's in the description below.
Bonfire.
If you want to support us, that's the way you can do
Thank
it.
you.
Get some merch. So. And Kevin's Random for 5 says, is your storage situation of those cups stacked on top of each other, and do you have to clarify or carefully choose one without making them fall? So many questions.
So yes and yes. Storage situation can get tricky, just because so it is Kyle's house, and I try to make sure that the shit's out of his way, because of like, not only for his own storage, but just for countertop space if something can't fit or whatever. But like Maximus, he sits on top of the microwave. My UFO, he sits underneath the counter because it's got a lip and they can go in.
It's so ridiculous.
But there are certain ones that are in the actual cupboards, and then there's other cups in there. So when you grab one, something might slip over and do things. So yeah, you do have to be careful. I actually forgot that I had my fish bowl, because that sumbitch was parked in a corner over on the other side up in the sink. And I'm like, fuck, I forgot I had that one. Like, but yeah, so it can be a little tricky sometimes.
See, Sloan Shark said try Sheen for hats.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what that is.
Okay. All right. But see, my thing is like, hats are cut different, even with snapbacks and everything else. Like, so like this, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not short. Does that make sense? Like, some snapbacks like have this like really short side on them, but the fact that like it's got this firmness yet floppiness, even though I've been wearing it for a while, like this is my everyday hat, and surprisingly, it's not like gone to shit.
That's why, because I muted the wrong one. Now we're here. Okay, we're good. I was like, why did the music not go away?
Wait, did nobody hear any of that?
What was the last thing you guys heard?
Yeah, what was the last thing you heard? Fuck. Son of a bitch, Kyle.
He took his hat off and YouTube couldn't handle it. So yeah,
what I was saying is that like the structure of that snapback is like perfect. Like, it sits down on the sides long or down far enough. Sometimes you get snapbacks that are up a little higher, and if I don't have my headphones on, like, I know it sounds stupid, but like it just doesn't sit right on your head. The weed one that Meg got me, I like the structure of it because it's like firm all over, but it's slightly like short for me, if that makes sense. But yeah, this one has like a firm but floppiness to it, even though I've been wearing it for a while.
Lori says, I'm having major internet issues. It's raining and cool, but nothing major. It keeps refreshing. I'm about 6 minutes behind now. I'm about to watch it 1.75 and laugh my ass off.
Oh, God. Floppy and firmness.
Kyle hates hat stories.
You switched to Braille. He hates these cans.
There was actually, I'm not going to say who it was, but there was somebody that I was with that had apparently learned to read Braille. They're not blind. They went over, they started reading it. They went, oh no, I'm embarrassed. Like, what if I get caught? We're like, what do you mean? And this is what they said. They're like, what if the, oh wait till you're done. What if the blind people see me while I'm doing this? And I'm like, think about what you just said. Oh man.
I love the jerk.
I was born a poor black child. You mean
I'm somebody? The phone books are here.
When he finally gets rhythm. Oh God, it's just. Oh, it's so
I have
good.
to take a leak.
Go
I
for
almost
it.
said a Waz.
Watch your step. Let's see here. When do you think we'll get another NF single? That's a good question. Hopefully soon, because I know that he likes to take his time on making stuff, and it's definitely worth it. But I want one now. So.
I want one now.
Right now. As far as the Poppy Bad Omens reaction, no idea. It was on the list of things to record for Thursday, and then we had some other stuff that just took priority. So, let's see here. Favorite song by NF? I would have to say that probably like all time. Probably just an easy one would be "Paid My Dues."
Clouds and
So,
intro 3. Ginger, yeah, we love Ginger. We've got a few on there.
Yeah.
I would like to get back on them in the future, but yeah.
or Juniper.
Hey,
If you want to know what that's all about,
Hey!
become a patron and you can look at the bloopers.
that was the best. Where you're just like, hey,
Yeah.
no. I was so
You committed.
yeah,
Fucking committed. Did you wash your hands?
yeah. But how bad are you going to the bathroom? We have hand sanitizer in there.
Oh shit. Get close. It's shorter than you think. That's in the school bathroom. I remember walking into, maybe this is going too far. I remember walking into my elementary school bathroom and 3 of my friends have pants at their ankles, 5 feet back, and they are systematically pissing into the urinal to see how far they can all go back. And they all realized the stream was becoming weaker, and they all started running
So
towards
you have to like lean. Like, no, we've all done it. What do you mean, Kyle?
I'm sorry. I'm not going to flash my dong like that in front of everybody and be like, let's see how far I can get from the urinal.
Bro,
I'm a man.
I changed in front of 30 other dudes daily in gym and sports.
I never did that. I always wore my gym clothes underneath my real clothes.
You were one of those.
100%.
God.
No, like I said, to be very clear, anybody that's seen my dick and met my parents needs to die. That is a John Mulaney joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. So,
I mean, my dick is not the biggest thing in the world, but I don't give a motherfuck because all guys know when they look over and they're like, yeah, it's kind of cold out, or he just got out of the shower too. So we all know.
Hyper just says, whoa, I stepped away for a second. What did I come back to?
Big dick days. We all know about BDDs. When you look down, you're like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this performance.
Never had that.
The fuck you have, where you're just like, oh, it's like this big instead of this big.
Never. Let's see. Chantel says, hey guys, it's Savlin. What's up? Welcome.
What up? I'm grabbing a drink out of my Xbox fridge.
Alan says, standing on the bathtub aiming for the toilet when you're a kid. Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Let's in Lola for $4.99 says, because Eric, let me see my handsome for free cheers. Oh, Eric, y'all enjoy this because I don't know how to not talk shit to Eric.
He's sleeping.
Actually, is he?
He's right there. I just had to put my foot over him. Hey, Thorbus, come over here. Actually, here, we'll do this. We'll go get you. We'll go get you.
Oh, okay. Yep. You guys are going to get a bit of a show. Let's see here. Yeah, we're having a good Friday. It's not too bad. We're just hanging out. Today was a weird day. I was off work, so we got some stuff done, and just it just feels like a Saturday, but it's like, you know, it's not. It's Friday, so it's kind of odd. Do the snozberries taste like snozberries? Do we have a goal for the sub count this year? Just we're close to 200,000, and we kind of just look at it like with whatever milestone we're close to. So,
Oh.
Let's see. Have we ever heard of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? It's a band from Japan. I think you guys would love it. Oh, I know the movie, but not the band. No.
Yeah.
A Japanese band's named Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? Huh. Oh, it's Silver Button. We got the Silver Button. It's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Got it.
Right there.
84,000 subscribers ago.
It's still just weird. Just doesn't feel like it's, it's still a thing, so. Let's see, do we have any reactions on the list that we are most excited to react to? I'm stoked for more Sleep Token, man. Like, it's just
same.
It's always an adventure no matter what. So, but yeah, it's 100K for the silver, and then the next level up is $1 million.
Yeah, no, not 200K, but yeah, it's 100,000. Like, look, I'm not trying to be like, oh, because we want one, but like, how do you go from 100,000 to a motherfucking million?
Yeah.
To get a plaque, it should be 100,000, 500,000, $1 million. Yeah. Like, awesome, real shit, dude. Like.
Let's see. Alan for 5 says, I've seen your reactions to NF's older stuff when he did Christian music. Have you had any requests to do any of his music off the first album Moments? Yes.
Yeah, we're going to do them. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Yep, we've seen The Offering with Romeo 2, all the songs we can hear. Let's see.
Your dog is cute. Thank you. Oh, is he still kind of kicking it right there? Bubba's, I don't got any more. You only got one. They're big. That's what she said. He's a good boy.
So as far as Demon Hunter, I do know that I did show you just like in our own personal time. I think it was before the channel was ever a thing. I showed him the song "I Will Fail You," and just for anybody that's interested in it, is that, mind you, Demon Hunter is a Christian band, and the music video for "I Will Fail You" is probably one of the more ballsier things I think I've just seen a band do in general. Like, for a music video, like you would know it's where he's driving and he's like smoking a cigarette or whatever, and he's like, then there's like more shit that happens in the car.
Okay.
So yeah, and like it goes from like, oh, this is okay, wow, he's a Christian and he's smoking a cigarette. All right, what? Oh, like he's doing that. What is that? Oh my god! And then it's just over, and you're like, what? What the fuck just happened? So yeah.
I do like Kasky. I've only heard a few things from him, and then yes, it's a pity.
Let's see. Haley for $4.99 says, "Can't wait for your next Sleep Token reaction. Also, your dog is precious. I would love to see more of him. Her. That is him.
That's Thor.
Yeah, Mr. Thorbus.
I had a Bengal cat. Her name was Loki, so that's why he's Thor. His name was actually Azazel, but the girl I was with and then my stepdaughter at the time like couldn't say his name correctly, and so I just changed it. And I was like, well, it's more fitting, but yeah. Because my other cat was named Luna from Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter. That's why. So I have a
God bless Luna, dude.
Have a theme here.
And then Lollipop Clouds for $2.79. Thank you so much. Let's see. What's our favorite movie? 2 favorite movies of all time are Limitless and Fight Club.
The Breakfast Club and Dumb and Dumber.
Hot Bosses, holy crap, the chat is insane.
Yeah, dude, like, you guys are killing it. Thank you. It's still 138 people in here still. Like, thank you guys, really.
And if you were a breed of dog, which breed would you be? I'd be a bulldog because everybody hates it. It was like when somebody asked Corey Taylor, they're like, what flavor of ice cream would you be? He's like, rum raisin, because everybody throws up when they eat it.
I would actually probably like to be, what is it, Cane Corso?
Oh, yeah.
They're feared.
No, if I'm going to give an honest answer, I'd probably be a golden retriever, but that's only because I've got the soft spot for Alex. He was our dog when we were growing up. If you want to talk about a perfect dog to grow up like in the white picket fence and front yard, dude, he was just amazing. So
that dog, we didn't deserve that dog.
No.
I remember that dog, the same with Thor, but like loyal to a fault. He slept with me every night, like that, not by forceful. He just chose to sleep with me. And I remember one time I was really sick, which I rarely get sick, but I was really sick. And the fact that Mom was leaving for work one day, and we lived at the top where they live now at that house.
Yep.
And she called him to go out before she left for work, and he didn't move. That dog went all night, going to the bathroom like later at night, but all night. And then when I got up, probably at like 2 p.m. to and then let him out, like he stayed by my side and didn't move. Didn't pee, didn't crap anywhere. Like he was by me.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm honestly, I would say that as far as like good dogs and stuff that I remember like through everything with that, obviously Alex, Willow, you know.
Oh, Willow.
What Willow was, she was my baby girl. Like she was just like, you want to talk about like just. I think what was interesting about her was that we couldn't figure out what she was doing because she would always pop up on her hind legs and do this. And the one day, I can't remember if it was me or anybody else, but like we finally put our arm out like this and hugged her, and she leaned in. I'm like, oh my god, she wants a hug. Oh my god!
Yeah.
So like she was a rescue. She had been through a lot of stuff. Didn't
you say you were pretty sure she was like a dealer's dog?
I'm pretty sure she was used for breeding. Because it was they found her on the streets of Cleveland and had no idea where she came from. And but when we ended up getting her, she was fixed. So it was one of those where like they basically were like, no, we're giving you a new life. Like, you know, it's that type of deal. So, but yeah, so but. Other than that, like, I mean, I've had I had other experiences with like other golden retrievers, but the ones that I try to love on and they're just very complicated are dash hounds. Like, wiener dogs, they're assholes.
Oh, dachshunds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only been a couple recently that I've been around where like they're actually loving. Where I'm like, oh my god, so
I actually like I like Papillons. But that's because I had one good experience with an ex that her parents had one, but they're not yippy, but they're small.
Yeah.
But and then somebody said I should drink out of a trash can. I've thought about doing that. Yeah.
Part of me just thinks one day you're just gonna have a bathtub, you know, so.
Something right.
Yeah, the only dog that ever bit me was a wiener dog, dude. Facts,
right?
For real,
right? I've actually heard that they're less aggressive like that, but I know Chihuahuas are just fucking douchebags.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, and Damien
for $50. Holy shit, thank you. It's been a while, but I'm glad to see you guys are still going strong. Keep doing what you're doing, Jen. Since I've been out of the loop, if you haven't already, I hope you guys do a reaction to Rabbit Run by Eminem.
Oh, buddy, we know that one. So
we do.
Maybe you don't.
I might not. That might be a candidate.
Maybe you don't, because that's off the 8 Mile soundtrack.
Oh shit. Okay, then
that's
I probably heard it. Oh, okay.
Well, no, but that's
that
the thing is that
ago.
It's not. I don't think it's in the movie.
Well, no, I had the album or listened to it, so it's but that was like I was like fucking like 9 or 10.
Right, I was gonna say I think he knows that one, unfortunately, but. There is more Eminem that I would like to take him through, and especially Mom. Like, I actually would like, there are certain songs that I would like Mom to be on for, and I think even though you know this one, I actually think I would like to have Mom on for one of my favorite Eminem songs, 2 of them actually. Kim and Superman.
Oh, dear God, that's going to be, we'll break the internet.
Oh, I just unplugged my fucking headphones.
Oh, my God. No, but no, seriously, Damien, thank you so much for the dono. That's awesome. Guys, this has been a crazy night all around, so thank you. Purple says, you guys are my mentors for reactors.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's like,
wow, Purple, you've been in here for a while. Like
I will.
I've been seeing you in here since like we first started. So thank you for hanging out this whole time. I know there's more people in here doing that. It's just that's the one that stuck out too.
Yeah. Let's see. Does Eric have an email? Yes. It is not for asking for reactions. We don't open those. We don't look at those. That is for business inquiries and things like that.
But it's just. It is in the Rykerroad email is in all the videos though. And then Superman with Mom, yeah.
Travis per 5 says, "Sup boys, been a bit since I caught alive. I hope all is well there. Also, y'all heard any Stevie Ray Vaughan? If not, you gotta check him out. He's the guitar god." We kind of talked about that the other night.
We were just watching stuff.
So 'cause I showed him a little bit. It was when he was showing how he plays Rude Mood, just and him just like going nuts and yeah. So I think that if we did do any Stevie Ray Vaughan, I would definitely show him Pride and Joy. Texas Flood, and the one that I would probably make like the last one that I would do would be surprisingly not Little Wing. It would be Leave My Little Girl Alone, which I think is like the hardest he's ever gone on guitar ever, like as far as like a blues artist. It's the singing mixed with it, and like he just does a great job. So but
I'm skipping over a comment, and I hope you understand I'm not going to read that out loud. It's for various reasons, but great movie, and Eric can't read or speak. I can't read or speak or spec.
You've been saying a well wrong the whole time.
It's pronounced Ramadan.
Ramadan. If you answered Ramadan, yes. Oh God, I still say one of my favorite things was, looks like there's a group of jugglers over there. I can't see her face, but boy, does she have a great neck. Prepare to hear lots of name calling and non-ironic name fucking.
Reed Breeze. Right above the super chat.
Bree McCoy says, you guys are my favorite reactors and I love the podcast. Love you guys. Bree, thank you. Thank you so much for that. That means a lot.
That's his baby, man. Like I'm so proud of that, and I'm loving the growth on his podcast, man. Like it's amazing.
No, I'm going to be 110% straight with you guys. Is that like I'm not in a good place with the podcast, only in the fact of that the past couple of weeks have just been so hard to even make it happen. From, like not being able to record because I'm sick, or like then I had a work thing happen. All that stuff. But in the same hand is that I think doing scary stories again, things like that, like it's getting it to a point to where I'm hopefully gonna start feeling better with it. But getting that kind of a comment is huge. That means a lot of just a lot to my heart, because the podcast is what started everything. What we fought to do with each other before we had an audience was the podcast, and that's where we learned our dedication.
Yep.
So just thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And Jen for 5 says, any Whit Lowry reactions coming soon? Love both of you guys.
Unfortunately, no.
Not anytime soon. Just Whit is somebody that doesn't do well. I think I would like to do maybe 1 or 2 more of his songs, and then finally all right,
just to see what would happen. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, because not to sound like that, but we finally hit above that 100,000 subscriber count. Seeing what would happen after that. Yeah. Because if it doesn't, it just means it's not catching for whatever reason. But agreed. I think at least 1 more to try, but I don't know when, and probably not. It just doesn't do well, and we don't know why.
It's like he should be another NF.
He should.
And it's
100%.
And it just doesn't move. So
he is the R-rated NF. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then Christine,
thank you,
for 10 says, I actually saw a bigger glass jug today while I was shopping. I stopped for a second and thought maybe you needed a bigger drinking vessel, but I don't want to spoil you or Kyle. No, seriously, we did that. That is not what we look for when the PO box app. We don't keep a tally of, oh, you got 3 gifts this month, I got none. Fuck you. Like, it's nothing like that. So
no, absolutely not.
So just it's whatever you guys want to send in. We have a PO box. We've done Shut Up and Eat It from some of the food that people have sent us. People have sent us scary things to experience.
Oh, yeah.
That's as far as I'm going into it, because I'm not going to give
He's not going to open his mouth again?
Yeah, so, because the last time I opened my mouth on a live about something, we got sent it, and we had to make a video, so.
Yes, Hyper, I will send you a bigger cup. Yes, you can, and the P.O. box is in all of the reaction videos. So we appreciate it, guys.
Oh my God. Eminent says, Helen Keller being immune to all flashbangs was my favorite random fact. Keep those up. Also, do y'all make your own life-size cutouts back there? No. We buy those, or they're actually sent by fans and subscribers or friends, so yeah. Let's see. Amanda for $6.99 says, please check out the song Drop by Vin J. Sorry, it looked like it was like Vin J. His. Vin J. His lyrics are fire.
Okay.
Again, it's one of those that we just got to do our research and figure out if it's something that we can do, so.
But thank you.
Alyssa, Eric does, he goes live on TikTok as well too. So yeah,
I do. And normally what it is that I've come to this, my terms of Kyle telling me as well, but like, I feel bad that like I'm not doing anything other than just like hanging out. But normally like I try to have like some food. I have my spray bottle, my hot sauce spray bottle that I made. Sometimes I edit. Like I try to do something to like get you guys involved or just listen to music, but I hate half the time when I see streamers just doing this. I know that's what we're doing, but there's also another person here with me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I mean, it's TikTok is not graceful. It's
right. And I've gotten past that like fear of that where people are just like, why the fuck are you just sitting here staring at a screen? But yeah.
Well, hold on. First off, Heartless Soul says, good night, guys. My family member is having an open heart surgery in the morning, and I needed the laughs. I'd be a pit bull.
Dude. I'd be okay. Yeah. I'd be okay. And good luck tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's see. And Keith says, me and my girlfriend put on the cave cast when we sit down for dinner. Know that your hard work is noticed and appreciated, fellas.
Thank you.
You have no idea how much that means to me, dude. Thank you. Let's see here. No more Sprite with wings, says Scott Parker.
Dude, no. I'm telling you, that was worse than the 1 chip challenge. I was like, it was hot. I'm not going to lie and say that the wings, but I'm saying like, I was fine. That's why I turned the camera off. I turned it because I was like, no, I'm good. No, because I would have kept it rolling, being like, oh my God. Because I was like, all right, guys, have a good night. Like, my eyes were watering. Like, you could dude, I do not know what the fuck happened. Like that, I would rather eat the bomb.
Yeah.
Like it was that bad. Like the pain and the fieriness was worse than the bomb. After I drank it.
Then Jen for 5 says, any Echo reactions? I don't know why Whit doesn't hit with views. He's so talented. So Echo's the same deal. We've actually, now guys, to give you perspective on this too, Echo has messaged you on Rykerroad
multiple times
about like, hey, like, the song's coming out. Could you guys do this or whatever?
Kind of gave us like a sneak not a sneak preview, but like a heads up.
Yeah, because like we didn't get like any early links or anything, but no, like Echo is somebody that we've again, this is, do not take this as is happening, but like he's somebody that we've been interested in to see if we can interview him on the Cavecast or something.
Correct.
Like, because like that'd be really cool. But the tough thing is that just like the Merkins or just like anybody else or Whit Lowry, where it's like those songs are cool to do, but he's just like, wait, we're like Echo just doesn't do well.
We don't understand why.
And it's like, dude, he is taking over like parts of the music scene right now, and he's worked with Attila and he's worked with Low Spirit. He's worked with these amazing artists.
I still think I might show you 21 with King ISO.
See, I would love to. That'd be great,
dude. That's actually kind of a repeater for me. So,
shit. Hold on.
Anyways.
And then Ghost for 499 says 24 hours with anyone, past, present, or future, who and why. If I could spend 24 hours with somebody, I would probably
Freddie Mercury.
I'm actually gonna go not famous. I would want to spend 24 hours with an old friend of ours who is no longer with us, but Mike Brennan. He was somebody that I did not get to really be able to talk to very much when I was a kid, and I'd want to talk to him as an adult.
Did
that just take you back? Yeah, Mom, if you're in here, I don't want to make you cry, but yeah, so that's
dude. That
he's been on my mind a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Long story short,
me, right?
Long story short, Mike Brennan was a friend of Mom's. I think that there was one of those that they kind of semi-dated a little bit, but then it was like, no, we're just very good friends, and Mike was just very respectable. He was just a good human being, just in general.
He unfortunately lost to himself.
Yes.
Just put it that way.
But nevertheless, is that I'm not going to go into a huge thing about it, but I found out about what happened when I was actually at a Christian college, and the night that I found out, I was told that they were actually doing a worship thing where it was called Catacombs. That they basically took the one of the auditoriums, they shut off all the lights and just did a candlelit service, and that's how I worked through essentially losing him that night. Was that it was like
really?
It was it was one of the most crazy euphoric experiences I've ever had, and I think like when you're worshiping too, like there's a whole different like level of things that are going on. But not to make that one super heavy, but if that
was good, man. That was good.
Marissa Hunt for $10 says, just cuz, and it's my first live. I love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the 10. Thank you so much. What's we're missing something?
Jesus.
Okay. Lola, thank you. Excuse me, for 199 says, if you love scary stories, check out the campfire. So yeah,
dude, thank you for the plug.
Yes. So the campfire. So long story short, or to make a long story fucking longer. So that's where I was posting, or I am posting scary stories. It originally was KyleWright425, but I decided to rebrand it and change it because we have Rykerroad. Well, if you go to merch, it's that's the garage. If you go to the Discord, that's the gas station. So if you turn on to Rykerroad, what would be the channel you would find scary stories on? So it was the idea of like, well, no, go to the campfire. So that's a place that if you want to submit your own scary story, you can. Try to keep it in the idea of that, give me 3 pages. That way there's enough for about 8 minutes. That's enough to be able to make sure that I have a fighting chance for monetization. Things like that. But again, if you have a shorter story and if it's cool, I'll read it. If I want to put it up, I'll make it a compilation of multiple stories. So, but there's an original one that I am hoping soon. A friend of mine that's a voice actress, I'm wanting to hire her for one of the parts because she's been super into it, and then I've also got some friends I can also get involved with some bigger projects and such. But it's original stories, scary finds on Reddit and the internet, and then also submissions. So, and then Travis for 5 says, on the NF journey now, and I just saw the "How Could You Leave Us" reaction. Oh, dude, that's a rough one. Which reactions have been the hardest to edit due to how emotional the song is?
That one.
Is it? That's the one.
That one.
Really?
That one. And probably intro 3. So I'm the one that. So if it's a music reaction, I've edited it. If it's a shut up and eat it outside of the studio, Kyle has filmed it and edited it. Edited it. Yeah. Put it together. But then, yeah, so those, and I would say Ascensionism, Dark Signs, Flames featuring NF, and Mama. Those ones were probably like off the top of my head to go back, re-listen to by myself while I'm editing, hearing the song.
Yeah.
Like that, when you're by yourself, like I know you're doing something, but like when you're by yourself, it's something different.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to acknowledge somebody. Matthew Parker says, how's the story going with Candy? Oh my God.
Holy shit,
dude! You dug deep for that one, dude. That is a. I'm not gonna go huge into it, but that is one of the characters I've been trying to write.
Yeah.
And Candy is very, very important to me, and is just a beautiful soul all around. And yeah. So the fact that you're asking about that's huge. What I will say is this: is that the campfire is kind of my Trojan horse, if you will, to try to like bring in the bigger story. There's always a bigger picture and a bigger story I'm trying to tell with my original content, but then there's like short stories I'm able to give for you guys to be able to kind of give the idea of the world I want to build. So, but thank you for asking that, man. That gave me chills. That was really cool, dude. Let's see, John Shoot for 5 says, after y'all's Fit for a King reaction, I checked out 4 random songs. Oh my God, all fucking bangers.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
And again, dude, and that's the thing too, is that Fit for a King, that's a solid band. They were so much fun. It's just they were right up there with Skillet. They just didn't do well.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Have I heard Jordan by Complete? No, never heard that.
It's like a high ren. It's like he's like sitting in a warehouse, but he's like screaming at himself, and it's like a back and forth.
Really?
But
Okay.
It got put on one of the patron polls, but it got 0 votes. So I think I don't know if it's like people don't know who he is.
Right.
Or whatever. But I do know like it did like semi kind of go viral. So.
Oh yeah, and I heard Chantel say, "Is this a podcast?" And Mom was like, "No, it's just one of the lives." No, this is actually a reaction channel.
Yeah.
With some other things sprinkled in until the other channel gets uploaded. But Kyle has a podcast that I am the co-host on called the Cave Cast.
Yep.
So
all in the description. You can find those episodes, and you can also find the Kyle Wright 425 podcast, which is how all this madness started.
Yep.
So
thank you for being here.
Yeah. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of comments about this. We need to bring this up. The boy what reactions. These are the AI plankton things. Eric and I have heard all of them except for the new one.
Yeah.
And as far as like doing AI stuff, like that's, I don't know. It's one of those, I know I have no problem doing them, but
I can't. I'm sorry. Like, look, it's not the fact that they're not good. I can't do fake songs. Like, I guess that's the way, like,
from what I've heard is that apparently Boy What does write the melody and writes the lyrics, but he then uses the AI to build the voice of what it would sound like.
So wait. It's just the voice that's AI?
From what I understand, the voice is just AI.
Fine. That's different then.
So
that's different.
But even then, as far as doing it,
but I was just saying,
the thing is that's interesting is that this new Boy What song, he actually collaborated with an artist named Jarris Johnson, who's a really good like metal vocalist and very good like metal artist. So it's like,
see, I thought it was both, that like the lyrics were AI'd as well, and like put little bit of a different thing then. So
it very well could be, but I mean I don't know. It's just So
all right, guys, we got about, let's say 10 to 15 minutes left. So if you guys want to start throwing some questions in there, whatever. But we do have Chase. Just appreciate you dudes for $19.99. Thank you for that. We really do appreciate that.
And I saw something about a little Dicky, his reaction to that, or that.
Yeah, Lil Dicky, ha ha ha, or laugh. I know it's not what but we were joking about that. But that will actually be out tomorrow. Not gonna lie, that one took me it took a second for like bars to like start coming in for me. But once it did, fucking Christ. I second what Larry, especially the songs My Mistake and Your Side. Also, Vin J's Beast Unleashed and Drop. I understand the lack of views, though, but both are currently underappreciated artists currently. No, we get it. And first of all, thank you for the 20. But I'm I'm actually contemplating something. This is not a promise. This is just something I've thought about doing. But like stuff like this, where we know that there are good artists out there or good rappers, whatever have you, going through them on our own, and then maybe like on Kyle's podcast, being like, you know what? Let's talk about Whit Lowry tonight.
Yeah, let's do a
Let's talk about these several artists or things. Like there's been some things that we've talked about or even thrown around to go through on our own and then give like a recap, if you will. So it's not a no, but it's not a guarantee. And then Matthew Parker, that was the next one I saw.
For 1999 says, this might sound random. I've watched almost everything, and I don't want y'all to feel like it's unnoticed. It's really awesome what you guys do. Honestly, y'all's Faith Deconstruction helped me out a lot.
Oh,
bro,
wow.
Dude, here's the thing is that, number one, thank you for checking that one out, because that's actually even an older episode on the Cavecast. We did do an update video on our faith. And we talked about where we're at, and like, you know, and what I will say is, without like giving away the whole podcast, is that we're at a better place now. So, I don't know. It's like Matthew, man, like I feel for you, man, because again, I don't know where you're at with your faith, but regardless of where you are, I hope that you have peace.
Bro, I struggle all the time.
It's the main thing of being able to have peace as a human being, to be able to understand what you believe or why you don't believe anything or whatever. Like that's something that I actually told a friend of mine that I work with, was that we were kind of, you know, like he's kind of younger, and I was like, look, man, I'm like, that's one of the things that you need to figure out as a human being is like, if you don't believe in anything, figure that out. It's like you have to build your establishment of either faith or what you believe or all that stuff. So that's very important.
Monkey said something.
First album. Yeah,
I do. I do.
What was your first album you ever bought?
It was the Michael Jackson's double disc history tour CD. They were gold, and Elvis's Christmas that I bought with my own money. And then I saw something else about, are we going to do more Billie Eilish? Yes, we are.
Yes, yeah. So, and AJ is here, guys. Go subscribe to AJ Williams. Guys? Go subscribe to him. Him and his wife Vicky do reactions.
We were talking about them earlier. Yeah.
So yeah, AJ, Peyton, Ron. There's
yeah,
more. There's tons
there's
of
more.
Thousands of subscribe to them all. So yeah, but no, guys, seriously, go give AJ some love, dude. They were the ones
we were talking about. That they sent me they had Christine make the cups, and then sent me the one.
And then see, John Shoot for 5 says, I've watched The Matrix stoned out of my mind many years ago. AI scares me. Keep grinding.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, the Animatrix is why I'm afraid of Japanese anime. So, I mean, if that means anything. So, let's see. Did we like the new look? Yes, I saw your TikTok, and my God, dude, guys, if you guys need to
I got to look, because I saw she had tagged, but I think she did the Einstein Kills mask, didn't she?
No, it wasn't the. Well, it's, I just the main thing I remember was the makeup she did.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Have we thought about doing trailer reaction videos?
What's that?
Like trailers for movies or games or trailers for like.
I see.
Maybe. We've kind of like we put it this way. We've reacted to Meat Canyon. There's really no like barrier on what we can react to as far as that's concerned. As far as like, you know, like those small ass things. So, I don't know. It's one of the first things, and it was kind of us almost discovering reacting, was that we did do a reaction to the Space Jam 2 trailer, and we ripped it apart. So yeah.
Fuck LeBron James. I met him in person. I've seen him play when we were in high school, because that was one of the things when we won our freshman championship for basketball. One of the things was we got to go see St. V play. Mm-hmm. And I remember thinking, because we got courtside, and I was like, "Hey, is anybody on this team good?" And they were like, "Yeah, LeBron James," because we were the same age. Uh-huh. And I remember his things to cover up his tattoos, and I was like, who's this guy think he is? And he dunked in the like warm up, and people were losing their shit. I'm like, so? And then like fast forward to like him getting signed, and then I'm at Summit Mall, and I'm going to buy a pair of Jordans, and there's like 7 people like in the thing, and I hear, oh my God. And I turn around, and there's LeBron James. And as I have my shoes in my hand, I'm walking over to B just like, congratulations, you know, like, that's awesome. Like, you just got signed. Again, like, we're both 18. Like, this is major for kids and, you know, people our age. And I hear, who wants to come see my Hummer? Go fuck yourself. I'll buy my Jordans. Never bought a pair of LeBrons in my life.
And I don't follow any sports, so I have nothing to feel about it. So, Ghost for 499 says, I was raised pagan and still follow the teachings of Christ. Do you believe that to be possible?
Of course.
So here's what I would say is that when you are mixing two different belief systems together, it's going to be oil and water. What you need to do is to decide for yourself why you want to follow the things that you're following, what is tradition and what is true dedication. And because it's one of those things that even as I've grown up and, like, you know, in the church and everything, where I've thought about the things I used to do or not do or still do or whatever, that's a very important thing. Like, I've had friends of mine who have had struggles with their orientation, you know, where they're like, look, I know that I feel this way about how I feel about people, but yet I still follow Christ. And I'm like, do you feel that those things can coexist? And that was an honest question. And the answer that I got was, I'm not sure. Like, and I think that really, like, if you're going to follow the teachings of Christ, especially, dude, like, Paul talks about it in the New Testament, where he's like, look, put your faith to the test, like, put it through the furnace of life. And if it comes out the other side and stands, then you know that what you believe is true. It's a personal journey, man. I think that you need to have a personal relationship with your Savior. I think that you need to make decisions on that. And if you have pagan tradition that's in there, I think that there's ways to balance certain things. The main deal of Christianity is that Jesus is the only way to heaven. That's the one hill that I will die on. It's like, that's when it comes to anything. So, but I'm not going to go into a whole thing. It can become an entire podcast about religion. So I'm not going to go, you know, too crazy. So
no, but you're right though.
But no, just, it's one of those, find it out for yourself, man. That's a very good question. And that's something that I think that you should work through for sure.
Oh, Eddie, is this work to you guys?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
And sometimes it isn't. So
I'm not, I've said it before, but normally on normal recording nights for Kyle's podcast, it is work for me. That's the nights that I take my daughter back every single night or every single time, as far as like when she has drop off and when I get her. It's not my favorite. I have weird PTSD with it. So
yeah,
but at the same time, sitting in that room, the camera being on snaps me out of it. So like, it's kind of a catch-22, but yes, it is work sometimes. There is also nights that I know that we are going to be reacting to certain bands or certain things or that I've heard or whatever. Yeah. And I just don't want to. And then I get in, like, none of the reactions are fake. Just because we're like, oh shit, like, that's not fake. Like, we really do enjoy it.
And trust me, you can tell with the reactions where we're not in it. Like, it's
correct.
Well, maybe you can. I know it's glaring to me, but
it's just the fact of, yes, there is those times, but at the same time, it also distracts us from the thing that we are upset about or maybe like thinking about all day.
Yeah.
Because when you come in here, it is work time. Kyle and I are just in the habit now that in this studio, in that studio, it is fucking work time. We have to, because this is not only my livelihood, but something he wants to have happen for a full time. You have to keep the grind and the mindset. So I would say it's about 80-20.
Yeah.
It's about 80-20. Like 80%, it's just fun and have a, scot-free good time. 20%, it's work.
Well, I think it's also like there's kind of this, not to hype it up, but it's like there's almost like this Slipknot mentality. Like when people have asked like about the mask, where like even Jim has been like, dude, I fucking hate that thing. I hate wearing it. He's like, but I think what I hate more is the getting ready to put it on. He's like, once it's on, I'm in.
Sure.
And so it's like because I think that's kind of like, that's one of the things we've talked about, is that like when I hit record, it's just, this room changes. Like the rest of the world doesn't exist. Nothing else matters. And it's just like, it's something that I cannot explain.
For the last 2 hours and 5 minutes, well, I know that 3 minutes of that is people having a blank screen and like getting ready. But what I'm saying is like, for the last 2 hours, I haven't thought about my stresses, my worries, my things. Like people have been talking to us, asking it's work, but it's not work. And it's the joke that like, oh, the poor fucking YouTuber gets up at noon every day. But like, no, there is but there is real stresses and things that happen. Like I have to make sure that my thousands of dollars worth of equipment stays up to date. I have to make sure that all of the audio stuff like there's a lot of stress that goes into this. Just because you're a full-time YouTuber or social media person doesn't just mean that it's all rainbows and sunshines. No. It's like I think that's a big misconception.
Yeah, what's in the thing
we
is too,
work
like,
probably more. I work more in the fact of having my brain working more than I ever did working an actual job for just 40 hours a week.
Like, I think the way that I can kind of like, I mean, I think that we both identify with this very much, but like, if you remember that episode of Drake and Josh where they're standing in line to try to get onto the roller coaster, but they have a 2-hour wait to get home before their parents get there, and Drake, who's an idiot, goes, all right, we have a 2-hour wait, which means about 10 minutes for the ride, which means about 20 minutes to get back to the car, and
it's like Kevin
back.
With the pies.
Yeah, it's where he's like, why can't you do that at school? He's like, because this is important.
right.
So like that's how we view it. Like, and somebody actually asked, they were like, do you guys enjoy it or does it get in your way? And I think that it's a matter of perspective. Like, it's the idea that like, for instance, like the first priority of anything that we do throughout the entire week when we record is Rykerroad, because that is the channel that is monetized, that brings in the most monetary thing for your case of making sure that you are full-time and making sure that that's balanced correctly, because unfortunately there is a money game that's played. The other part of it is the consistency of content. Are we enjoying it? Are people enjoying it? Are people interacting? Oh, cool. Here's the things that people have been giving us. Oh, here's this. Like, and then on top of that, there's the kitchen talk that happens that nobody sees. And that's
hours a week, dude.
Like, it's again,
that's for real work, guys.
So YouTube does not stop. And it's one of those where like, does it quote unquote get in the way? Like, you could say that, because like I've been a shut-in for however long, but in the same hand is that it's like I'm noticing that the majority of my friends and family like have their own shit going on too. And so it's one of those where like, okay, like getting to reconvene and like, being able to like kind of like take a breath and get away from it for a little while. Like it's all about that pacing, man. Like, it's like there are days I don't do shit, because it's the idea of like you have to shut off, you have to stop for a little while, like you have to make sure it's still fun, you have to be sure that you enjoy it, like it's all that stuff. So it's just,
there are things that also come into play with this where it's like you have this mentality of
Haley's after you're done.
Well, it's just the fact of like having that mentality of working all the time, and you can argue the fact that like, yep, I'm in this studio a lot, but sometimes I'm playing a video game. Sometimes I'm on TikTok now, and then sometimes I'm editing. So like being in this room doesn't just mean work like that, but it's a constant thing. And then you do need, like he said, you need your time to yourself. Like, I love the fact that Meg, my significant other, my better half, everything, she is so supportive. And if I told her, even when we live together, because we're getting ready to get a house together, but when I say I need to go downstairs and play Call of Duty because I don't live here anymore and I need to play Call of Duty with Kyle for the next 4 hours, she's not going to be mad at that just because I recorded earlier that day.
Well, there's also a difference between playing video games and letting that consume your life. Like, it's like the idea where like when you're completely, like when you're unavailable of like, no, leave me the fuck alone. What you're like, it's that type of thing. Like, I mean, I think everybody has experienced somebody like that, and I know that I've been that person, and that's where I don't want to be. It's like being able to have that, quote unquote, that balance, but in the same hand is that everybody finds their balance different.
Well, she'll just be like, that's fine. I'm going to go make 10 grand on some cookies real quick.
Let's see here. I was trying to make sure I caught it.
Oh, yeah.
It was, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Haley, so what is kitchen talk, or do you just mean talking in the kitchen?
Well,
so
yes.
It basically started with that, like when YouTube was just doing its thing, like in the beginning, we had to talk stuff out, and the next thing we knew, it would turn into, we would stand in the kitchen, we would talk things out, and we would be like, look, we are not going to bed until we figure this thing out, or at least until we arrive at a good place that we can chew on it, because the way that we work through things is very much like how Hugo Martin has described it from id Software, is that when they're developing a game like Doom Eternal, is that you don't always land on the first idea, the first point, but it's like, you know what? No, that feels good. Steer into that.
Correct.
Chew on that. Let's talk about this in a couple of days, and we'll figure it out. There's some nights that we make shitloads of progress. There's nights that we pace and it's like we're banging our head against a wall.
And
like,
we just have to go to bed.
Yeah, but it's like, no, like it's like we got to shut this off or stop or whatever. And then there's some nights where we don't have kitchen talk, where like we just stop and like, it's very natural.
Yeah, right.
And that's the thing, is that like that's the only reason why YouTube exists for us, because it's not only just because you guys are here, but it's because the stuff behind the scenes that we talk about every day that you don't see, like stuff we're planning years down the road, or the stuff we dream about, or if we just have fun and think about it. Like that's what kitchen talk is. It's how we fuel everything. So
agreed. And it's the fact that, not for nothing, you guys don't get to see that.
Mm-hmm.
That is the thing that we have talked about filming some of those and like sprinkling them out throughout the year, but at the same time, that's kind of the point. This is where Kyle and I get to kind of clash ideas together and go, all right, because Kyle has a very level-headedness on certain things, and I do on other things.
Yes.
And when we come together, we figure things out. Whether it would just be like if you were to just try to do it by yourself, or if I were to try to do it by myself. The kitchen talk thing is, I think, what is actually the major backbone of the entire channel. And it's just something that it wasn't learned, taught, or shown. It just happened.
Well, and I think that there's times where it's like, again, like I can notice it, and I think we both can, where it's like we can tell like when kitchen talk either wasn't happening, either because of time or because of life situation or things like that. Like, it's kind of refreshing, because it's just like, that's another time that everything kind of stops, and it's like, oh my God, thank you. We can finally like address these things. Yeah. We can finally work through some stuff. And like, again, like I have been very passionate about a lot of bad ideas, because I've been like, no, like this is really awesome. But then again, it's either you giving me the ability, all right, let's try that. Okay, you got that out of your system. All right, let's move on. Let's do the right thing.
Yeah. And same with me.
It's just that's the thing. It's like, it's just, we've done as much as we can, and we've tried everything that we can to not only do right by you guys, but also do right by the music that we're listening to. We love and adore music, and we want to be able to do as much as possible. So yeah. So Moose Man Pat for 10.
Thank you.
I've bounced around the React sphere and always end up back to Rykerroad. I appreciate your dynamic and your technical knowledge of music. Keep up the positive vibes, gentlemen. Dude, Moose Man,
thank you. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
I just grew up listening to stuff.
I argue the fact that we grew up, whether it was from veering off from what Mom, Aunt Heidi, your dad, all these people that like showed us music, and then veered off into our own stuff, and then we just got lucky in our friends showing us good music.
Yeah.
But it was just the fact of, I don't know, man. We just always like good music. Like we were just taught at a young age. Like
there was almost kind of like a I don't know how the right way to say it, but like there was a standard of like, if it does not meet this, it's not worth your time.
It's not what,
and it was not based on genre. It was based on like, does this song make you feel something? You know?
I think that's the biggest thing for me now, realizing what Rykerroad has really turned into. And then I do kind of argue the fact that I'm a little upset that it's a little one-sided in like a lane as far as like a genre, but it's the fact that I'm so open-minded now on music.
It's so different.
I want that for you. I think that's my biggest problem, is that the rap is so non-existent in hip-hop that it's the same concept for you, that like I want you to like open up and hear these things because I know you like them.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that it's like, again, it's one of those that if you guys want older rap music, or if you want the metalhead reacts and stuff, is that you got to show up, you got to be there, you got to like, you have to comment,
just like you're doing right now. We so appreciate it, guys.
Let's see. John for 5 says, Kyle, you can relay probably y'all's reactions, and needing breaks is kind of like myself learning guitar, grind, pain, break, repeat. Bro,
correct.
Literally tonight.
I've heard him say, he's like, I got this blister, I got to take 4 days off.
Literally today, what I did was, after we got done with everything, I went downstairs, opened up the tabs for Neurotica by Polyphia, which if you've not heard it, listen to it and you'll understand my pain. But like, it was just the first bar and phrase of that song, trying to learn it. And like, dude, taking breaks from guitar is therapeutic, because you fuck around on it for a night and you're like, oh my God, I can't do this. Then 3 days goes by, you haven't touched it, you come back and then you play it again, and all of a sudden something unlocks and you're like, oh, this now, like I've had time to like, my subconsciously it's been working on it. So dude, I feel it, man. It's intense.
So yeah, no, it's Mexico City. It's because we got on a rant, but I did realize that we've been on for 2 hours and 16 minutes, which means we've been on for like 2 hours and 13 minutes. So yeah, guys, we are gonna wrap this up.
Yep.
So we appreciate you guys being here. We love doing these lives, and we just can't wait to go through more music. And remember, Tom broke the internet today. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Right up.
So if you liked what you saw, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe. That way you never miss an upload. And watch us two idiots react to stuff. Comment down below if you want to see anything else. We'll get to it as soon as we can. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Adios. We'll talk to you guys soon. We love you all.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you all. We will see you guys in 2 weeks.